See the road.
Woo!
We live?
Welcome.
You
Hey,
finally
everybody.
here?
Yes, thank you for keep holding the fort down with content and everyone. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been out of it I'm still out of it, if you could tell, but I'm ready to talk some Star Wars.
Hey,
Ready to
Max,
talk
what do
some
you
movie news?
What do you have Brian listed as in the opening there? Brian's name was in the opening. What was he listed as?
Writer.
Writer?
Yeah.
It's what is it? Social media something, maybe director.
Social media director.
Can I get in the
Sorry,
opening too?
I cannot laugh.
Can I get in the opening too? I have my what I want my title to be in the opening.
Oh,
I want to be Crazy Joe Wild Card.
yeah.
I want to be the wild card.
Okay. You certainly are. If you're just getting here, remember thumbs. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not like super depressed. I've been feeling down a little bit. That's why I haven't been doing content the last few days. But every time I make myself do a stream, I feel happier. So and there is a lot of new. The other reason I get down is like I got to be real, Bruce. I didn't even watch your trailer reactions yet. I'm going to. It's just like by the time I'm done with my regular job, I'm so tired. I want to do reactions too.
I've been waiting for you, but
I know. I don't have the energy to do it when I'm like. That's why I wish I
did 2 with Brian and Chris yesterday.
I'm going to watch
today.
Go check out Bruce's reactions with Brian and Necron. I'm going to watch it. It's just like, and then eventually I'm like, I'm just watching these trailers with my wife today because I was trying to keep a fresh reaction. There's a lot of good trailers on there.
Yeah, and then tomorrow is House of the Dragon trailer.
Oh, really?
Reaction time.
Cool. And then I'd like to do some more. I told CGH I want to do some reactions with him, Joe. Yes, George, that's all. I mean, it's not. Yes, this is true.
This is really weird too, because all the people on all the usual suspects who are so against cancel culture want to cancel a woman because of who her previous employer was. It's like, I thought you guys weren't for cancel culture, but you're for it for someone who didn't even do anything. They just worked for a guy who did something.
Well, I think the thing is that she is a SJW, which is fine. She's part of the LGBTQ, which is also fine. A lot of, not my opinion, a lot of people's problems with Hollywood is they're preachy and they're hypocritical, and everyone's, Hollywood likes to preach at you, but they ignored a tyrant in their own midst, and a lot of people knew about it. They did, Harvey.
But there's no proof that she personally knew about it, though.
I know, but that's what Oh, you're gonna preach to us, and
these executives they have dozens of assistants. Some of them don't even see their boss.
I understand. I do find it hard to believe that she didn't know anything about it, though. I do feel
people didn't ignore it.
I do.
People didn't ignore it. They came out.
Then if you're going to be mad at her, then you'd be rather mess the rest of the Hollywood.
You know what everybody on this panel does when they leave your panel?
Huh? Yeah.
You're the boss, right? You should know everything.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But I'm just saying that I put her in the rest of Hollywood too, because I think they all knew about Harvey. So that's my initial. Yes, I don't. Unless she's charged with something, I don't know. I don't want to even think about that anymore. Honestly, we're so past that.
Well, if that's the case, Some of people's favorite movies have been made by Harvey Weinstein. Are they not going to watch these movies again?
Some people don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on here. My camera's fine, CJ. It's a different angle, which is fine. It's looking over my laptop. I'm going to be. Yeah, exactly. She worked pretty close. I personally think she probably knew, but what is she going to do at the same point? What why is that a controversial statement? I think she knew. I think people knew.
How would she know? How would she know? Unless if he like put moves
Accusations,
on
man.
her.
Accusations.
Well, what is she going to do though? You know. All right. Let me see.
What are we talking
Having
about?
trouble here. Hold on a second. Now, should we talk about the trailer? I only watched the trailer once.
Which trailer?
Acolyte. I want to watch it again. What's your first impressions?
Solid.
Yeah, it's a solid trailer, just like all of the solid projects Disney has put out in the last 10 years.
I disagree with that. I think it looks good.
Oh hell,
was a bad trailer,
Kennedy.
I do think there's not that I'm against this. There are a lot of ladies in it. A lot of lady characters, but I don't know their context and their story though.
Then why point that out?
Why point that out? Because the typical.
You're doing the same thing they're doing, Max.
But no, I'm not. I'm saying,
a lot of ladies, but I'm not saying
it doesn't bother me though. I'm just saying I did notice
every time there's women in films. It doesn't bother me, but there's a lot of ladies in this movie.
There was Carrie Ann Moss's character. There was the Acolyte with like the dreads and the hood. There was the other one with the symbol on it. There was just a lot of women in this trailer. Not a lot of
women in the High Republic books.
Okay. I'm just saying I've noticed that for sure. I would like to see some male characters and what they are, and hopefully they're not all villains,
What?
I hope
I don't give
you sound like geeks and gamers right now.
No, I hope there's some intriguing male character heroes too.
What?
I know there's
villains. We just can't have women heroes in a movie.
Well, I know when I'm watching a movie, I sometimes think, this would be better if there was a schlong here.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. No, I would like to see both. I would like to see a lot of diverse characters. Yes. These are weird talking points. But other than that, the trailer looked great. It's not a downside to me. I'm saying I would like to see.
Yeah, it's funny. A couple people on Twitter, on X or Twitter, whatever, was saying there's not enough Caucasian males in this movie, in this show. That was their biggest complaint, and you're repeating it right now. Just saying.
I never realized until recently how much white dudes like looking at other white dudes. Because as a kid,
did I say white?
I don't know. Do you know who my favorite Star Wars character was as a kid? Lando. I never was like, oh man, I need more white dudes in here.
I didn't say white dudes. I said dudes. I'd like to see some male characters too, and I hope they're just
characters that look like you. Yes.
No, I hope that they're not just saving the male characters for only the villains. That's it.
What would the difference be if all the males are villains? Does that matter?
There's gonna be a bunch of female heroes against a bunch of male villains.
Have you read any of the High Republic books?
No, I haven't. No.
Have you read the High Republic comics?
No.
Yes, the predominant characters in the stories are female. It's always been like that.
All right.
Just saying, but I'm not gonna judge you for that.
Chris, the Gen X Jedi, saying it's unfair. What's unfair about it? I have some concerns. I'm still really excited about a new Star Wars show.
Read the entire comment he made. He was defending you.
Oh, unfair to Max. Thank you. Proof guys want to see other guys wrestle. I don't want to see all guys. That's the difference. I just would like to see a good mix of characters. If they do just the women heroes against the male villains, it's there's gonna be a lot
You
of
know, there was
ammunition,
I
and it's
forgot
gonna
his name. He was a
yeah.
Jedi in the beginning of the trailer. If you paid attention,
Okay, I said I only watched it once. Yes, I do need to watch it again. We
yes.
might
What
do
do
a
you want the
full.
ratio to be? 4 males for every woman?
No, I don't need a ratio.
You need a ratio. Oh,
No.
okay,
These
ABS.
are
I
these
mean,
are these
the
these are these
original
straw man
trilogy.
arguments. I'm not saying
In
that. I
in
just
the
want to make
original
sure.
trilogy, we got like 2 women, or about 3 if we count Baru in the entire trilogy. So
Yeah.
we had Leia and Mon Mothma. That's it.
Yeah,
Mind your business, Chris.
why is this an issue? It's not an issue.
I don't know, Blue Jay.
I said you're the ones with the problems.
You
I
know,
just said my
you
initial
always say
thought.
that both sides
I'm
bring
being
this
complete.
up,
I'm
and you're
going.
doing the same thing.
I'm being completely honest. I think the trailer's solid.
You're doing with
Okay.
both sides too.
What?
You're making it about gender politics.
No.
You sound like that
Yeah.
character that Martin Short played on Saturday Night Live when he was like, I'm not being defensive. Why is it always the other guy that's being defensive? Maybe you're the one being defensive.
I'm saying my initial thoughts. I didn't say that made it bad or anything, or I didn't say it's woke. I'm just saying I see there's a lot of, so okay. I'm all right with that.
Yes, and it's the most watched trailer in Star Wars history for shows. 51 million views.
I don't understand that. I don't think it's the best trailer for Star Wars I've ever seen. It's a good trailer, but I don't understand
Well, because people have been waiting for them to move away from Skywalker.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree with that. My main issue now, though, with the Geeks and Gamers crew is how they are turning on George Lucas again. A lot of people that constantly bash Disney Star Wars said they do it because they disrespected George, what George stood for in his original vision, which I also was one of those. But if he's okay with what's going on right now, I'm not going to be complaining about that. The main issue I had was with the sequel trilogy and how they treated those OG characters and how it's a little bit of a different take on it. But it's new characters, and George is happy with it. And you used George for your little culture war, and now you're going to throw him under the bus. I think that's disgusting. Oh, George turned to the dark side is what they're saying now. Did you hear all this?
Well, these
Well,
are
they
the
never
same
cared
people.
about George to begin
These are the
with. They never
same
cared
people.
about
The same people that caused George Lucas to sell Disney anyway. All the hate mail and the threats he received. They're the same people.
Well, I
Or the
put
children of the people that did that.
I put this in the description. Let me check it out. There it was a Reddit post, and it said, "You mean these people think George was on their side?" This is from Reddit. I want to check this out.
I'll tell you, but Lucas supporting Bob Iger is the best thing Lucas has done since 2012 when he sold to Bob Iger. And 2012 when he sold to Bob Iger, that was the best thing he did since 1983 when he did Return of the Jedi.
Well, he's
I was
concerned
going to
about
say him ending filming the prequel trilogy. That was the best thing he ever did. Just stop.
Wow, Doomcock said that Lucas is dead to him. You see, this is what I mean. If the person that created the property is all on board, and listen, George is concerned about his stocks. That's probably why he's heavily invested. He's heavily invested in Disney. That's why he's going with Iger.
Well, he's a single. He has the single most stocks of any single person, I believe.
Yeah. So it says George Lucas
got with the deal.
Iger in the dark side. Star Wars is dead. Okay. And that this is the Reddit post. Do these people think George Lucas was one of them? Well, George was upset with the sequel trilogy for a little bit, at least. We know that for sure. With all the interviews after. Yes, they also think the Legends and its writers are on their side, even though most Legend writers eventually wrote for Disney canon with zero grumbling. Met Timothy Zahn back in November. The guy loves writing for the new canon. So,
a lot of these people hold on to the Legends and they just can't let it go.
Hold on for one more day.
No, I mean, I don't know how many times
There's another one that
Lucas
says
had to say that's not canon. They still hold on to it in their heads. I don't understand it.
There's another one that says met Zahn, great guy, met him right before he revealed the new canon Thrawn, and he was excited over the notebooks and soon to be known Rebels inclusion. Yeah, one of Zahn made Thrawn one of the coolest villains in Star Wars, and now we're getting him live action. Why wouldn't he be excited about that? You know? Should we react to Jeremy? I'm kind of just a little bit. What do you think, Joe and Bruce?
You know who I was curious about? I was curious, and when I checked, he hadn't put a video up on the topic, but I was curious as to what Star Wars Theory thought about this, because he's Mr. Everything George Lucas does is gold and perfect. So I was like, okay, I want to see what this guy says, and he hadn't posted anything.
Hi, hold on. Hi, LDG/free the net. Thank you. RJ's here.
Can I do a tangentially related? It's not entirely related, but it's tangentially related to this. Like the Doomcocks and the Midnight's Edge guys. They were a few years ago like super Bob Chapek fanatics.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, Chapek, he was trying to get rid of the woke. He was trying to get rid of the woke people. That's what he was doing. And they had these stories about how Kevin Feige pushed an Ironheart series, and Bob Chapek, I remember like Doomcock doing videos of this. He goes, and they didn't think Bob Chapek would know who that was. And Bob Chapek said, no, her sales were bad. We're not doing that. And then it comes out just 2 days ago that it was Bob Chapek who literally was the one pushing for all that stuff, like get as much on Disney Plus as possible. So another hashtag Doomcock was wrong yet again.
We got 42 people watching. Please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.
Oh no, Jeremy. Oh, he did this BS again. It's even more annoying that they do this with Brock Lesnar's body. Now that we found out the thing about Vince McMahon and Brock Lesnar.
What's the thing? Brock Lesnar, he's a wrestler.
You'll know when I bring up the thumbnail. You know.
I hate when they do that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Bruce?
I've seen it a few times.
You know.
There you go.
There it is. Brock Lesnar's body with Leslie, what's her name's?
Oh, I'd also like to point out that earlier today, John Campea went on a rant because he found out the Acolyte episodes are going to be 35 minutes long, and he did his usual. That's not long enough. How come Disney doesn't learn? And I wrote in the comments, you're being very disingenuous.
Wife do a rant about him not being long enough? No, I'm just kidding.
But here's the thing: he's always going on about how Leslie Headland made Russian Doll, and he likes Russian Doll. He's like, I knew this was going to be good. She made Russian Doll, and Russian Doll was great. Russian Doll was 35 minutes each episode, so it's like disingenuous.
All right, well let's watch the first one because I want to hear him turn his back on George, because a lot of people said they started this fight because they support George Lucas, and now George is the dark side. That's what really like okay. Hold on a second here. Everyone's turning on George today. Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't want to do a whole live
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
Oh, that's a whole live stream. I can't watch that.
That's how you know George.
Oh, he's been doing whole live streams on this. Oh God.
Wait, I'm confused. Trailer saves Star Wars, then George Lucas supports Bob Iger. That was yesterday, and today he's going after what?
I don't know. Let's see what this is here.
Trailer.
Yeah, the
like it wasn't even close since
199.
199. Good. That's a good save right there. Because I was trying to think of a wrestler to throw in that. But what's up, Ryan?
Oh, not much since we were on stream 12 hours ago. Yeah. Other than finally, inevitably, the Acolyte has been ratioed.
That's right.
Star Wars official YouTube channel. I believe that's a first.
So who cares?
Wait a minute. So So all these months that I've been saying Ryan Cannell needs to shave that shitty looking beard and mustache because he looks like an asshole. And Jeremy was like, "Oh shit, I got to get that look. That's a sweet look."
Well, let's try not to pack their appearance too much, Joe.
Twinsies. Hashtag
Yeah.
twinsies.
I have facial hair too. So does Bruce. You know.
Yeah, but you don't have asshole facial hair. They do. Look at Ryan Cannell. Looks like a little elf. Looks like he wants to bake cookies in a tree.
This is maybe not a good idea with Joe here. See, maybe this was a bad idea. Look at figure drawing making the jokes already. Maybe this is a bad idea. I just wanted to see what he said about George. Yeah, Claudia does too. All right. I want to hear what because George turned.
I don't think we've ever seen anything like that for certainly for individual videos or something that they put up, like their dumb cringe updates about whatever. Sure.
That's a good point.
No,
trailer
right.
for a show, series, movie.
Stream, really?
I want to see the one where they talk about George. I thought it was a single video. This is all right. Here we go. George Lucas supports. That's what I want to see.
800 Danky crushing it with the animated Friday Night Tights clips. The 199. He had a Matt Walsh. And did you see his Matt Walsh video?
I did, yeah.
It's so good. Let's see. Green-haired anti-liberal says, "Wait, Ryan on daily and Tuesday night's main event on a Tuesday?" Well, I mean, look, you guys know Ryan. He does a lot. He does Sports Wars. He's always here on daily. I have been listening to the people, and they've been screaming at me. And I'm not saying he's going to be there every Tuesday because it says we need more diversity in Star Wars, and we got $1 billion investor to put it. That's what it is right there. That's what it felt like.
In an age of light, a darkness rises. Get ready. The Acolyte is here.
Like, you remember like years ago where every movie had to have Rise in it or Rises, you know, like
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. There was like everything
Rise of
had
Cobra.
Yes, like it was like good for real diversity.
This is boring.
They have dirt on her. I think they all like this is just Hollywood's just y'all.
All right, I'm done with this. I'm sorry, everyone. There's nothing here. It's like so boring. Honestly. They're not even entertaining anymore. Should we watch Doomcock? I don't know. RJ says Doomcock's funnier. You know, this is boring. I know, Anthony. I'm so. Are you disappointed, Slaps McGee?
Yeah, that's what I expected.
No, I wanted to hear him talk about George Lucas. Okay. Maybe Midnight's Edge instead. I know they were doing it.
Oh, they're the worst.
Doomcock.
They watch me though.
That was honestly so boring.
I do have a commentary on Jeremy's new look though.
I don't want to comment on his look, Joe. He's a good looking guy. You know.
You're twinsies.
Yeah.
Come on, Max. You know what movie this is from, don't you? You know what movie it's from.
I don't remember.
Don't disappoint me. This is from one of the films of 2023.
The Marvels?
It's from the Marvels. Yeah, Miss Marvel drew that.
Okay. Bruce left. He doesn't want to hear. He doesn't want to hear this crap. All right, hold on. Let me see. See here. Okay, here now. This is pretty on. This is what I was looking for. Alert! We'll rant about George Lucas betraying Star Wars on Pop Culture Breakdown tonight. Oh boy!
Please click the subscribe button and click the note.
That's horrible. He's trying to do South Park now.
Those are really bad. Like he didn't even try to draw hands. He just made purple orbs. It was like, I got this.
notification bell, and if you think you're already subscribed, please check to make sure you're watching, my friends. And now, on to the video.
Okay, here we
How
go.
fitting it is that the trailer for Star Wars The Acolyte should drop on the very same day.
The wrong one? Oh my god. There's another one. Let me...
What the hell? How we start watching Doomcock?
Well, they said it's more entertaining, and he really turns on George Lucas. Okay, yes, Lucas destroyed Star Wars today. All his hope that Star Wars would be saved is gone. Okay, that's it. Here we go. All right, here we go.
George Lucas just killed Star Wars. Some of you will say, well, Star Wars was already dead, and that's a valid point. But if there was any life whatsoever left in Star Wars, if there was even the faintest glimmer of consciousness left in its dead brain, if there was even one more heartbeat lurking for the EKG to record, all of those things are done. Star Wars coffin lid is now nailed firmly shut.
Okay, well then there's no reason to keep talking about it, right? If it's really dead,
I could have swore all these people said they were boycotting Disney. They never watched the Star Wars project.
If it's actually dead, here's the thing: if it's actually dead, these clips would not get views. Like no one would be talking about if it was actually dead. You know, it's not. It's not. There's life left in Star Wars, even with Kathy around.
He's made more good Star Wars than George ever did.
I disavow that comment.
I agree.
Hey, look, this article's by Todd Spangler. I wonder if he's any relation to Todd Spango from the movie Mom and Dad Save the World.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see. Let's see how much he cries on this video. Oh, what is wrong with us? Not us. What is wrong with people that they just want to complain about the things they like? 'Cause these are all fans watching this. He is
Jeremy.
What? He's good looking.
That's nice.
His personality makes him ugly.
Good looking.
He looks like an elf.
His personality of what he says that's what's ugly.
Jeremy's good looking. Wow.
Come on, admit it, Bruce. He's good looking.
He's not good looking.
Yeah, okay. You're saying who I date. That's good looking.
All right.
He's not good looking.
Its head is cut off and stuffed with garlic. Star Wars has been buried at a crossroads, and it will never return, not even as a reanimated, shambling
What are you
corpse.
doing?
It is all dead, and George Lucas finished it off. George Lucas dealt the death blow, according to Variety today, because they just published an article titled, George Lucas backs Disney board and CEO Bob Iger amid proxy fight. Creating magic is not for amateurs, he says. Unbelievable. I am going to try very, very, very hard to restrain myself for a few minutes.
George Lucas.
And let me just go ahead and get.
Wasn't George Lucas their Lord and Savior?
Yeah, no, I know. That's why it's so. That's why this is the day that they turn on George now. Doomcock likes to restrain himself. No kink shame. There you go. Max Lucas didn't write Empire. Okay, I still like the prequels. Ruby 900. Heck yeah, George on Team Disney.
Sucking EU fans. That's great.
Joe, quit putting your personal opinions in the banner. That's not my opinion.
Disney and Kathleen can
some of the basic facts out. And then I'm afraid I'm going to just have to rant because I'm really disgusted. I used to look up to George Lucas. I thought this guy was amazing.
He's created better stuff than you have. What have you created? A character called Doomcock?
He created
Harvey,
a toilet bowl. He created a toilet bowl to stick on his head, and
I mean, honestly, even Disney Star Wars is light. Even if you dislike Disney Star Wars, it's light years before what this dude created. You know, the characters he created. Harvey, what's his name?
he's not a good puppeteer either.
No, I just lost 10,000 years of my life listening to. You have 10,000 years. Okay.
Was one of the highlights of my childhood. I love Star Wars, or I loved it. At least I love the first 3 movies. That will never change. I will always love them. But this gentleman, George Lucas, is a villain at this point.
Oh my god.
This guy is a clown. This guy.
Because he wants his stocks to rise and have a good retirement because he invested in Disney.
I thought he is retired.
Yes, and he has stock in Disney. That was part of the deal.
Yeah. Also, this is about keeping like a right-wing extremist off the Disney board. Did they ever think that George Lucas was going to be okay with that? Like, did they ever think?
Well,
there was a
I hear
scenario
about
where Lucas was
everyone's
like,
holding
yeah,
out hope for this proxy, whatever they say, proxy war with this stockholder that wanted more to say with the creative. There's been this. I don't understand. It's that Valiant Renegade channel covers it a lot. You know, where there's this guy that
well,
I actually don't have a problem with that. If someone's buying the stocks and they want to say and they get enough stocks where they could impact the I have no problem with that, really, personally. But George Lucas, just the same, has his own stocks that he's allowed to side with who he wants. You know, I agree with both things. You know, if you have the money and the status in life that you could buy up Disney stock, take over, and say we're doing this with the creative decisions, more power to you. But then if George Lucas, who also has stock, is siding with Iger, that's his prerogative. And I'm not going to call him a villain or the devil because he wants his stocks to succeed and Disney to succeed, you know?
Exactly.
He is a sellout. This guy is a whipped cur who is actually now bending the knee, being a lapdog for the very people.
He wants his money. This is ridiculous. He's bending the knee because he's siding with Iger. I don't personally like Iger as much anymore, but he has a good track record before these current years, you know?
Well, you can't compare the current years because he's cleaning up. He's got a mop and bucket and he's cleaning up the mess left by JPEG right now.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty pathetic to call him a villain, say he's bending the knee because he's doing what's best. He's best things for his stock.
That abused him, cheated him, the white slavers that took his property and shit all over it.
That's
and
George Lucas quote, Bruce. Did you hear that before?
No.
After he sold it, he was not very happy. And when they trashed his treatment, he went on Charlie Rose and said, well, this is what happens when you kind of sell your child like Star Wars to the slavers to just keep putting stuff out. He did say that. That is his quote.
Lucas sucks up to them and says, yes, Bob Iger, I will be your bitch. I will back the Disney board. I will back Bob Iger. Creating magic is not for amateurs, really. And do you think that the bullshit that has been...
It's not. Look at your setup. That's that's not magic.
Fucking ridiculous.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going? How are you doing, Ryan? I see you're working on your comic on Instagram. Go follow Ryan.
Done with Disney Star Wars is fucking magic.
Whoa.
I've never heard Doomcroc get that upset.
Doomcroc.
Oh, he drops F-bombs all the time.
I never heard that. You're going to get me demonetized.
Yeah, that won't get you demonetized because he doesn't get demonetized.
I don't watch this. I don't watch his videos.
Is this clown out of his fucking mind?
What? Oh, I can't take this anymore.
It's just
really
horrible.
This is so juvenile. I can't even finish this reaction. This is so juvenile. Look at who's talking in his, with a green screen.
At this point, people yelling and screaming about this is not my Star Wars. Disney sucks. George Lucas sucks. It's not going to change anything. Disney's not going to turn around and all of a sudden reboot Star Wars and bring back Luke, Leia, and Han. All right, it's not happening. Move on.
Even if you're not happy with Star Wars, there's no this is gross to do this to.
There's plenty of Star Wars for everyone.
Yeah, no, I mean, but even if you don't like it, this is no reason to go do this to George. If you actually respect, like he said, I respected George. Well, lots of people do. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's upset that Doomcock doesn't respect him anymore.
It's a community theater reject. I'm sure. See, the people no, we're not inviting that guy back for next.
Wouldn't that be funny if George Lucas came out and was like, "Well, I saw a video. Doomcock doesn't respect me anymore. It hurt my feelings, so I'm going to take."
I'm going to stop watching this in a minute, but I'm getting upset with ways.
All right, I'm going to try, like I said, to calm down. But this is one of the most disgusting betrayals.
He sounds like he's crying. Does he sound like he's crying to you? I'm gonna try to calm. I think under the mask he's crying.
Oh boy!
I actually wonder, does he shoot new videos?
No, I think he just.
Videos, or did he only have one video of him going like this?
He just does the voiceover for a lot of them. I think.
That I've ever. I mean, taking the original classic versions of Star Wars
actually
and Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, taking those away from us and hiding them underneath a special edition, which is differently abled edition as far as I'm concerned.
All right. I had enough. I heard enough. Yeah, well, that's the type of
trash.
Yeah, we know what he's doing with that type of comment. I've had enough. I'm sorry, everyone.
I guess he's in his feast tonight.
Yeah, ooh. I don't like that at all. Well, there's the proof.
This
everyone,
is why you watch stuff before you put it up.
No, I have to do fresh reactions. This is why it's a sad day that George is. He's only got so many years left on this earth, and people that say they respected him are treating him like garbage.
I don't think George is too worried. I think he's Scrooge McDuckin in his money bin right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's sitting there like, life is like a hurricane in George's house.
Race cars, lasers, airplane. It's
there's the proof. They're going after George now. Again, we've come full circle with Star Wars.
I bet he takes his Howard the Duck props in the money bin with him. Howard the Duck tails. Woo!
Should we do something as a palate cleanser and look at the Acolyte trailer? Just go. I won't play it, but we'll go we'll look at shots from it.
Let's watch the trailer for Harold and the Purple Crayon instead.
I don't want to watch that BS either, Joe.
Did you
Zachary
see it?
Levi needs to grow up.
Did you see it?
He needs to grow up.
Yes, I saw the poster. Slaps McGee
looked really good.
I saw the poster, and all I heard was that the character is supposed to be a kid.
Well, my friend's son and his friends are very happy about this trailer. They loved it.
Yeah,
they were downstairs. Yeah. They were downstairs and talking about it. They loved the trailer.
Okay, I prefer not to watch.
It's not geared towards you, Max.
Well, good. I don't need to watch it then. I want to watch. I want to talk about Star Wars. I'm very excited about Star Wars right now. I am looking forward to the Acolyte trailer. My favorite part of the trailer, only watching it once, was Carrie Ann Moss part of it because it's getting Matrix vibes too. Let's bring
Hey,
it up.
what does Star Wars now have that James Gunn's DCU doesn't?
I don't know.
Trinity.
The Trinity. Okay.
You get it?
Yeah. That'd
The
be nice.
Trinity's not in the DC universe, though. The Trinity is not a thing. We got to get rid of that Trinity crap. It's not a thing.
What do you mean we got to get rid of it? I want the Trinity.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing. That's something Matt Wagner made up in the early 2000s.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman?
Yeah, that was never a thing. Matt Wagner coined that term in like 2004 or something.
Why am I having a problem with presenting? Oh, share screen. There we go. All right, let's look at this here. This is some young Jedi, right? I would assume.
Younglings, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that's never good to see younglings in Star Wars.
I already like the little monkey man, the little monkey man Jedi. He's cool.
That's going to be a toy.
There's a lot of girls there. I'm kidding. There are though.
Even though they're non-binary.
Oh, that's true. I don't. Let me see here. We must not trust them.
His name is Commandant Gill, Anthony. Commandant Gill.
Who is this? Is that Carrie Ann's character?
I don't know.
Oh wait, I was wrong. There's a guy. See, I admit I was wrong. Oh, there's another. I think
you're always wrong. You're always taking L's.
Okay, who's this? Is this Carrie Ann's character?
Often wrong is a broken heart. Can't even tell his boys.
There's like a cantina type scene. They've been doing that a lot though. All right. Interesting aliens. I've never seen these before. So they have some new aliens too in this world. Awesome. Isaac, the biggest movie fan, $4.99. Should George Lucas and Disney use power unlimited power on these people if they don't stop? I don't know what that means. Power unlimited power.
Does that mean like shoot like the lightning bolts out his hands at them or something?
Like in Isaac, do you mean like Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker, where he's like unlimited power? You know, but I appreciate the support. With
it'll be unlimited lawyers.
Honestly, I really hope. And if you're just getting here, please thumbs up the video. We have 60 viewers, which is great.
Nice.
X gonna give it to you. You know, since we've been streaming on X2, it's been helping a lot.
Really?
Yeah,
that's a good X.
Yeah, Bruce, you got to start streaming on X2 because they're gonna have an app. If Elon's right, they're gonna have an app on TVs, and it's gonna be a YouTube competitor. And you can get paid there too. I don't want to see another tragedy to younglings. I'm sorry. If they do that again, that's going to annoy me because we got it in the prequels. We got it in The Last Jedi. Younglings getting, I don't want to see another youngling disaster, honestly, because they're in this trailer, right?
Well, think about it. This is set before. This is set during the golden age of Jedi.
Yeah, I just don't want to see another disaster with young. Do you blame me?
They're going to survive the series.
Well, give them a chance at least. Don't have an Anakin or a Kylo there.
There were what were younglings were in The Last Jedi?
When the flashback sequences, when they showed Kylo and the Knights of Ren destroying the Jedi Temple, you're telling me there weren't younglings there?
Well, to be fair, those younglings had it coming.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I heard they backed Bob Iger.
Oh my god. Yeah, Ryan says, let's milk order 66 again. There were I just proved you wrong, CJH. There were younglings. They just didn't. Who do you think was also at the Jedi Temple? They showed the Jedi Temple in flames. Who was there with Kylo? They might have been older younglings, but still younglings.
Hold the
Okay.
younglings on younglings.
All right. There's
Come on,
Carrie
she
Ann.
just said she sees fire. That means the world is going to burn.
Here's some action sequences between the Carrie Ann, Trinity, and what'd you think of this action?
Pretty good.
It's Jedi action.
Who do you think's the main character here? Her?
The main character of the
Is
show.
she the Acolyte?
No.
Don't know.
This June. I think it's cool that she wears like a ninja
those
samurai mask or something.
Those fandom menace people are very angry about her. Her existence pisses them off because I guess because she's a woman and I don't know, and she's a woman and maybe the fact that she's not...
Look, they said someone's killing you, Jedi. Oh my god. No.
I told you. Did you not watch the trailer, Max?
I said I watched it once. I missed that part. No. Now I'm a little disappointed.
Why?
Because this
Younglings
again,
are always the first to go.
I don't like when they repeat this thing so often. Oh, it loses its impact too. It makes that was one of the most disturbing parts of the prequel trilogy.
What, people killing Jedi?
The younglings part.
Well, nobody said younglings. They said they're killing Jedi.
All right. Okay. We'll see.
I mean, you would think the villain would have to kill Jedi. That's their goal in life, right?
Okay. I don't know who these two are. I didn't see them.
That's
before.
What's her name? Daphne King.
Oh, that's her. That's Daphne.
Yes.
Okay. And then there's a guy there with a yellow lightsaber. That's interesting. See here.
Yes, people love yellow lightsabers.
They're looking. Well, I don't see a lot of those. I don't see a lot of those.
There was at least 4 or 5 I've seen.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of those till the High Republic era image artwork and stuff. I watched it once. CJH, you're making me angry. She's rumored to be playing.
Don't make him angry, CJH. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Yeah. I said I watched it once real quick. All right, so they're looking at 4. I've seen this guy before somewhere.
There's a guy.
I know. I said I was wrong. There's more guys in here than I thought.
Did you not pay attention to the casting of this?
I don't remember, Bruce.
Oh, just
I like this. I like this guy. I don't know where I've seen him before. I think he's good with martial arts too. So that's cool.
What? Why? Why is he good with martial arts?
I think I've seen him in some type of martial arts project. That's why. Not because of his nationality, jackass.
Just asking.
No, I think that's where I've seen him. Yes. I just can't remember which project. I sense darkness. All right. This is the Daphne King character again? Is that her? There's the isn't this Wookiee a Jedi as well?
Yes.
There's actually a lot of guys here. There's a lot of guys here. I was wrong. There's a lot of guys there. Is that the Squid Games guy? It is it's Squid Games.
Yeah,
That's
so I don't
where
think you saw him in any martial arts movies.
Oh.
And he's from Korea. Just saying.
A Darkness Rises. And then this lady. She did have the most cringy comments at the celebration last year.
What did she
Jodie
say?
Turner Smith.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
Well, bring up the quote, or it didn't happen.
I don't remember exactly. I don't want to go through it.
I know you don't.
She looks cool though. I like the face paint that she has like on her forehead. It's interesting. I don't know. That's the only thing I could say about her character. She's also holding out her hands like she's something important, I guess. Oh, I don't mean to play the actual trailer. This is a cool sequence. Nice cinematography there. The ship crashing. Yeah, that looks cool. Don't you think?
Yes.
And who is allowed to use it? Is there any suggestion here? And people that I'm not saying this is the case. I'm just saying, is there any suggestion with this comment here that they, back when they first started the Jedi, were they a little bit misogynist towards who can use the Force? Is that what this is going? That I'm just asking. I don't know. I could see where people might see that angle, and who is allowed to use it. Are they suggesting? Are they,
It's hard to get that out
Yeah.
of this short trailer.
Yeah.
But if you get that from it,
did you think of that at all when you saw that line? I was like,
no, I wasn't looking for that in this trailer.
And who is allowed to use it? The Force, right? So I'm trying to think of why would they say that? Because this is towards the end of the trailer. And why would they say who is allowed to use it? And that's the only thing I could see potentially. Well, we do know in the prequel trilogy, the Jedi Council also was pretty prejudiced about who can use it based on their age. Like they're too old to use it. They're going to turn to the dark side. Did they have
that could be the same case here. Maybe they had an age restriction on how old they could be before they start
well, that might
training
be
as Jedis.
That might be the answer right there. She's already older than Anakin was when he started with the council. That could be it there. So I'm thinking it's either age or it's not. If you're going way back in history, even a galaxy far, far away, it's also potential that the men in that galaxy also limited to say what women could do as well. That could be
isn't that most religions?
No, I'm saying look at
real
world
life.
history.
That's most religions.
I'm saying look at world history. Now
no, I'm saying it won't be surprised if they use the hair also.
No, so I think that could be an angle of the story. I do think there's going to be a lot of complaining about that if they go that route.
Yeah, but I don't think.
But I don't think it's.
Because the younglings were mostly little girls.
Okay.
So I don't think they're going that route.
All right. So it may.
You're reading too much into this, Max.
I'm trying to take something away from this end of this trailer here, and that's the one that I was like, what do they mean by that? Okay.
Well,
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to them using that either because it happens a lot. And a lot.
I'm not saying you're wrong or anything. I'm just saying that that's a point that I didn't see. It could happen. I can see people getting upset about it, but it happens in real life.
Yeah. What is that? Oh, we get a good image of Daphne Keene's character. She looks pretty cool there. This guy looks pretty cool. I don't know who he is. Jackie?
I think she's a Padawan. I don't know to who, but I believe she's a Padawan.
This image here looks really cool with all those lightsabers. We haven't seen that many lightsabers since the prequels and the Clone Wars.
Well, I'm assuming if you go to the part where the red lightsaber flies through the air and the person catches it, I'm not going to assume it's a man's hand, but it might be a man.
What's this? It looks like a ring almost.
Star Wars.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The part where that's why they drew their sabers, because a red lightsaber came flying through the air.
Okay, let me see.
How'd you miss that?
Oh, this is the guy that was from The Good Place. I don't see the red lightsaber. I'm going little by little here. Right here, it must be, right?
Yes.
Right there it is. Okay.
See?
Cool. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's a man's hand. It might be a man, might be a woman, might be a alien.
This is my favorite part, seeing that many lightsabers all together. Dark Omancer says this show will be certified trash. That's all right. I think it looks good, Dark Omancer.
I guess
I think you might
really
watch
good.
it anyway. Ghostly Advisor says this show looks decent. A different time era happening here before episode 1. A lot of new characters. Anthony Cheeseman's trying to prove me wrong. Said 5 males in the trailer. Yellow, orange, blue, green lightsabers. More color finally. Yeah. I think there's a lot to like there. I don't think it was the most amazing trailer, but I'm still excited for the show. This part,
Ghostly, it's not the Old Republic, it's the High Republic.
This part gives Battle of Geonosis vibes with all the Jedi.
God, I can finally sell my High Republic comic books.
Oh, you're trying to grift on High Republic fans. All right.
That's what comic book sellers do. They wait for a trailer, and when the trailer drops, you sell all those books to people that don't have them, and you hike up the prices.
I gotta show you this. I just saw this on Twitter.
Well, what's our final thoughts on that after we broke down that trailer?
I think it looks solid.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always more interested in the scoundrels of Star Wars than the Jedi. Give me a Solo, a Lando, a Boba Fett. Like, those are the guys I want to see.
I am looking forward to seeing Jedi that aren't like intrinsically linked to the Skywalkers.
Yes.
So I am looking forward to that. Not that I'm dislike the Skywalkers. I'm just like, enough already. We know. I like the characters.
Star Wars
interesting.
era is done. Let's move on. They're all dead.
Check out this amazing thing I just saw on Twitter. Secret Galaxy.
Joe, we're trying to wrap up this clip out.
I thought we did.
Final thoughts on that?
I said it looks good.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I would up to in my ranking of shows I'm excited about for Star Wars. I like the Ahsoka trailer got me more hype than this, and Mandalorian, and Andor, but I want something different here. You know, out of the 2 shows that we haven't seen yet, this and Skeleton Crew, this is the one I'm more excited about. Skeleton Crew.
I'm more excited for Skeleton Crew because it doesn't
excite me whatsoever until I see trailer.
See, because that's not gonna be Jedi focused, so I'm more interested in that.
No, I like the Jedi. I want to see this angle, and the Acolyte is supposed to be a Sith, right?
Well, people assume that. I think they put out a synopsis of the show. I don't know where it went, but it's probably out. I think they put it out yesterday.
What's your final thoughts, Bruce? You liked it. How would it rank with what you're anticipating for Star Wars projects, though? Where would it rank?
Pretty high because I'm just glad they're moving away from Skywalker and freaking Darth Vader and for all you Boba Fett fans, suck it because he was such an unimportant character with his one line.
But like with the recent offerings from Disney, though, like with Ahsoka, Mandalorian, what excites you more, this or those shows? I really like this.
I am gonna watch all of them, so my excitement level is pretty even across the board.
Mandalorian and Boba Fett are still my favorite of the Disney Plus shows.
My favorite's Ahsoka, I think. All right, so what else do we want? You said you wanted to bring something up, Joe.
Yeah, I found this on Twitter.
Enthusiast.
Dan Larson, Dan Larson from Secret Galaxy. Yeah. He posted this. I thought it was kind of amazing. This is a comment someone left on one of his videos. I'm really not someone you want to piss off. The intros, shorten them.
Very rare I even look at the comments, but this one's fantastic. I can't even fathom how sad this dude's life is.
Wait, what? What are they talking about?
Someone left a comment with the clown face. I'm really not someone you want to piss off. The intros, shorten them.
What intros?
his
Yeah,
videos. He's a YouTuber.
on one of Dan Larson's videos. Somebody put that comment on one of his videos.
I think he's just being funny, the commenter, you know. I think Dan Larson's taking it too seriously how sad this dude's life is.
Larson's a great.
I just want
joking. I think
I just want to know why
joking.
is everybody harping on her being Harvey Weinstein's assistant now?
Yeah, who cares?
She was announced years ago that she was doing.
No,
this.
they did then too. As soon as she was announced, yeah.
I think if Disney had any hint that she did anything wrong, she wouldn't be on this project.
I am nuanced. I think Hollywood has its secrets and they ignored bad behavior. But if as long as she didn't do anything illegal, that's the church, that's the government, that's schools. I agree, Bruce. Lots of
look at the shenanigans that go on between YouTubers behind the scenes.
Yeah, I agree with you. So I'm not going to judge her personally, and I'm gonna remove the art from the artist. I have nothing personally against her. If she did violate a law, she should be held accountable. But as far as I know, she didn't.
I mean, if we're gonna go doing the guilt by association, then literally every cast member of the Cosby Show needs to be canceled. No more Malcolm Jamal Warner. No more Keisha Knight Pullman. Raven, gone. Who else can we cancel here that from association? The whole cast of The Mandalorian needs to be fired because they knew Gina Carano. They were on a show with her, so they knew her. So guilt by association. Who else we got?
An assistant is more likely to know things than someone that's
plane should be arrested and put in jail. Then
you guys are being a little ridiculous there, though.
Not really.
An assistant.
Well, they have to know if they were on the island, right?
No, an assistant that sets up meetings with talent is more likely to know than someone just working on a show.
You think he allowed?
If I hired an assistant, that assistant probably knows all my sexual secrets then because I hired them.
That's ridiculous.
Whatever. I don't care. Honestly, I want to move past this because this BS talk's gonna get me demonetized.
How do you know Joe likes it in the butt? Well, I was his assistant.
All the articles I see about this.
But moving on. I don't care enough to argue about it.
Bounding into comics.
Yes, I would rather move on to more positive talk. Like I have nothing against her personally. I want to see the show, whatever. I don't want to keep bringing up that part of her life. It's
Yes,
I want to move on and enjoy entertainment. Hopefully, entertainment industry is better now.
It's honestly the same as James Gunn's tweets. It's people with an agenda looking for something that they can have over her, even though it has no relevance.
Okay. I wanted to bring this up here. Joe's going to be a little bit lost on this, but Bruce, did you see this trailer? This is effing amazing.
Oh, I saw this earlier today.
Oh, stop.
I didn't like it.
There was no gameplay. It was all CGI.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Bruce?
It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon.
Oh, you too, Joe?
It's a cartoon. You don't call this a game. There was no game.
There was no gameplay in that trailer. It's
a
CGI,
story-driven game by Amy Hennig.
If I want story-driven, I'll watch a movie.
Behind Naughty Dog and Uncharted.
The same thing could have been said about the Avengers.
You're a Sony fanboy. You're a Sony fanboy, Bruce.
Make it a game or make it
coming out for PlayStation also.
Or Xbox also.
It's multiplat.
I didn't know it was multiplat.
God, do your research, Max.
What are you doing back
Captain America and Black Panther clash in this jaw-dropping story trailer for Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. Now, a lot of gamers have been very upset with gaming news lately. This is a bright spot.
Why have gamers been upset?
Because
CJ8's got it right. Yes, more Pac-Man style games.
Well, for one thing, Sony stopped producing PSVR sets. They're talking about a PS.
How many gamers upset about that?
They're moving on to the PS5 Pro. There's not enough first-party games for any system. There's not enough first-party games.
For what?
This is something
for PlayStation.
Yeah, for PlayStation and Xbox.
What?
Don't act naive, Bruce. People have been complaining about Sony's doing better than Xbox, but not much.
What? They're selling 3 times the Xbox
the first party games.
monthly.
They have, what do they have?
What are you talking
Spider-Man
about?
in God of War lately. That's it.
What? Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, what else?
Death
The
Stranding
new Ronin game that's coming out is PlayStation
Third party.
exclusive. Right? Right.
I don't know about that.
All right then.
I'm
What are you
just
talking about, Matt?
why do I have to fight with you just when I say what other people have been upset with it?
Because you always do that. You say other
I've been
people
watching
said.
I've been watching video
Wah.
I've been watching video game content. A lot of people
I just want to know who these people are.
No, get off, Joe. This looks great. This is probably the better trailer I saw today over the Acolyte. This looks amazing. That's a time.
The first trailer for the Avengers game. It was all CGI. It looked amazing. It was a crappy game when it came out.
It comes from award-winning game director Amy Hennig. The talent behind games like Jak 3 and Uncharted 2 among
show me
some
some
of the
gameplay.
some of the best video games of all time. It's a
Show me
time
some
period
gameplay.
Marvel game with Black Panther and Captain America together.
That doesn't make it a good game.
This is
Tell me some gameplay first.
RJ, I'm going to have you on Saturday, and we're going to be talking about this because this is to the max. This is going to be my top to the max this week. I was shocked by this trailer.
What?
I was shocked. It looks great. Look at this image here.
There's no gameplay. How are you excited about a game with no gameplay?
I don't need to say a gameplay yet because I saw the game. Even though it was a cinematic, it looked like in-game models, character models, and I know the director. I followed the director. If Zack Snyder or another director came out with a new project, wouldn't you be excited? That's how excited I am for this project based on the director winning an award, and she's done some of my favorite games of all time. Jack,
you've seen enough video game presentations throughout the years, correct?
Yes.
Did it say at the bottom actually running on a system? I'm just asking, did it say that during that trailer? Because if it wasn't, then that's not actual gameplay from an actual system. We know all the tricks that the game industry does by now. Come on.
This I believe is in-game models used for the cinematics. See, RJ says this isn't at all CG. The trailer showcased in-game rendering and visuals because it was a story trailer presented to industry vets at GDC to showcase the new technology with facial animations.
No. Gameplay is the most important thing over freaking CGI.
Okay,
models.
Bruce, I'm going to get more excited when gameplay comes out too, but I can't get excited about a story trailer.
Somebody clip this out, please.
I mean,
you can see the disappointment on his face.
Taladia loves Spider-Man. This is like Spider-Man levels. I'm more excited than this than the new recent Spider-Man games on PlayStation.
You didn't even play it.
I have the first one.
Exactly. So how are you going to compare this to Spider-Man if you never played Spider-Man?
I'm saying this excites me more than Spider-Man.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah.
That's a nice take.
It's using Unreal Engine. Joe left because he doesn't want to talk about this game. Wow. These characters excite me. I'm really happy to see Black Panther. It's voiced by the guy that was in The Walking Dead. That was what was his character's name in The Walking Dead? I forget. But I'm happy to see him get some work again. And then these I don't know who this is to the right. Maybe she's with the Dora Milaje with the Black Panther. I have no idea. And there's a soldier there. Oh, wait, here. Let me see. Drew Moreland voices Steve Rogers, Captain America. Kerry Payton voicing Azuri, Black Panther. Mark Richardson voices Gabriel Jones, with Magallan Echakunwo playing Nanali and Joel Johnston as Howard Stark. What if they keep building out this Marvel universe from like a time period around that time, 1943, for Marvel universe in the video games? I would prefer that than like just going with current.
Just reading the press release for this game, the press release they put out. Cool.
Figure drawing, bad facial design and animations. They're all character from the comics. DC should be embarrassed. You really don't think this looks good? You're not intrigued, Bruce, when this comes out on PlayStation 5? You like Black Panther, Captain America?
I like T'Challa, but I don't care if his father or his grandfather, whatever. Grandfather.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a big Captain America fan anyway, so probably won't be playing this.
Thomas Anderson, the Neo Usul. Hey, Max, not been here for a while. Came to say hi. Hello. This game looks good. Okay. Well, I'm really hyped for this. I did not expect this trailer today. And then we also got oh, wait a second here. Is this now? This is confusing. Let me do this as a clip out because I've seen,
I've seen all conflicting stories in the last
yeah.
About this.
I've seen all these scoopers come out with it, and then today or yesterday they were saying he is not being offered the role, and now they're changing their tunes again, like he is being offered the role for James Bond.
It's
and
so
I'm all
for
for it. Honestly, I would. You know how people want Cavill and Idris
Cavill in every
Elba?
role.
No, and Idris Elba as James Bond because they were both considered in the past.
They're too old.
I really like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think he's
going to kill it as Craven.
He can do a more physical Bond, like action wise, based on what I've seen with Craven. And what was he? He was in another action. He was in some other action movies. He was in Kick-Ass. He was in was he in that movie on the train? Where there's
Bullet Train?
Yeah. So now they're saying that it's him again. Like it's been offered. Maybe they're negotiating in the press. I don't know. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, he was in Bullet Train.
Yeah,
he was in the Kingsman.
Yeah, formally offered the role. No, he was in the Kingsman. That was Edgerton.
What? I'm talking about the Kingsman, the third movie.
Oh, okay. He was in one of them. Okay, all right. I think he could do great in the action. I liked him in the first Godzilla movie as well. I was actually upset that they didn't continue his character in the subsequent Godzilla movies.
Yeah, let me just go back to that Captain America, Black Panther game. I try to hold back excitement for games because they show amazing trailers, and then when the game comes out, the gameplay is usually trash. There's bugs first day. You notice, Max. They get people hyped with trailers.
That's where I understand.
So,
but if you
know,
back.
I'm not anybody else that's excited for it.
Yeah, it's because it's Naughty. It's the pedigree from Naughty Dog, and she's a great game director. I don't think it's going to have those issues. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in Tenet as well. Yes.
Yes.
So, Aaron Taylor Johnson reportedly will be formally offered the role of James Bond, while the James Bond property is seeking to reboot its new home of MGM Amazon. It's possible we have the new actor ready to take the role. Let me see if there's any substance to this article. Where are they getting this? Michael G. Wilson, one of the producers, said, "We've tried looking at younger people in the past, but trying to visualize it doesn't work. Remember, Bond's already a veteran. He's had some experience. He's a person who has been through the war, so to speak. He's probably been in the SAS or something. He isn't some kind of kid out of high school that you bring in and start off. That's why it works for 30-something. people reached out to Taylor Johnson and the James IP owners for comment. Oh wait, all right, here we go. Here's the juicy stuff.
The juicy stuff. What's the juicy stuff, Max?
Well, here's where the rumors are coming from and where they're trying to get comments from both the IP holders and Aaron Taylor. Okay, so this is what we want to see. Although you may have to, as it's not been totally confirmed. However, People Magazine is reporting that according to the UK newspaper The Sun, so take that source as you will. Who's popped in here?
Taladia.
Hey, Taladia.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey. So we're talking about James Bond.
Oh, yes, my favorite subject.
What? I thought DC was your favorite subject.
Well, it's a British.
What's going on, buddy?
Is going to Taladia. They're looking for Taladia Plays as the next James Bond. People Magazine is reporting, according to the UK newspaper The Sun, Taylor Johnson has been formally offered the role of James Bond 007 and is expected to sign the contract within the week. People reached out to Taylor Johnson and the James IP owners for comment. No follow-up was reported. However, an inside source tells The Sun, Bond is Aaron's job, should he wish to accept it. The formal offer is on the table and they are waiting to hear back. Aaron is going to sign his contract in the coming days and they could start preparing for the big announcement. This makes me so happy, Bruce and Taladia.
It doesn't make me happy.
Why?
Why?
Because if he gets locked down with Bond films, he won't be continuing as Craven. I want him to continue as Craven.
He could probably continue as Craven if it takes off. Well, here's why I'm excited. I've long criticized Daniel Craig because I was on board for Craig until he made the comments that he would rather himself than come back to the role. And if he ever did, it would only be for the money. And it's a privilege to be James Bond. Where would his career be without it? I get really annoyed with people that throw such shade on the character that got them notoriety and fame and money. You know,
well,
I really have and especially but
I would play the same role for a decade or more.
I would let it go, Bruce, if he didn't go to as far as to say he would hurt himself if he had to do it again. That was like gross. That was gross.
Yeah,
I'm like, you're an actor. You're getting millions of dollars.
Maybe he does that anyway without having to.
I mean, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say about Aaron Taylor being Bond. It's a younger Bond, so it makes sense, right?
And the actor Aaron Taylor Johnson seems to be more in tune with geek culture and overall happy about his roles.
What does James Bond have to do with geek culture?
I'm saying behind the scenes on the promotion tour, I expect Aaron Taylor Johnson to be more, in line with current trends and applauded by the audience because of how he's been on other projects on the press tour.
But I think
I've been happy with how he's like the kind of like the Hugh Jackman type. He's always happy to do the role. He's happy to do his art. He's not saying I'm so upset to have to come back to a role.
But you see, here's the thing, right? As a Bond fan, obviously they need someone new to come in. Now, obviously, I would have loved to seen Henry Cavill to come and play the role of Bond. I think that would be really cool. But because Henry Cavill's so busy doing his own thing, second choice would have been Aaron Taylor Johnson for me. I would have taken Aaron. I would love to see Aaron Taylor Johnson because he's my second pick to be Bond anyway. Because he has that he's got the charisma to play Bond, in my opinion. And like he's a British actor, so for all the interviews he'll get like BBC, ITV,
Channel 4.
All these interviews will come straight to him, and they will talk to him about Bond, and he'll be on television shows and just to talk about Bond. Really, they won't be talking about Craven the Hunter. They'll be talking about Bond for days. I'm sorry, Marvel fans, but that's the way it is. If you accept the role, that's it. It's game over for Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I mean, look at Daniel Craig. He was Bond for so long. that he wasn't able to do anything outside of Bond that made him, you know, be able to accept these roles that would, elevate his career. But as Bond, it's like is the role for a British actor to get. It's
Yes.
the role that will elevate the profile, and maybe in the future they will get like even bigger roles in Hollywood.
Now, thank you, Talia. Now, let's get to how credible this rumor is, because it's a fact that he has had screen tests, and he's the one that's still being talked about. So that you could take to the bank at least. Is he getting the role? We don't know yet. It's a consistent rumor that keeps coming up, but we know for sure he's been screen tests. Back in 2022, Esquire said that the credible source had told The Sun Aaron went for a screen test to be the next Bond in September, and producers and Barbara loved him. He is now one of the front runners. Rumors about his casting have been burning for a couple years, but Taylor Johnson didn't seem to know for certain if he'd be taking the role. When asked about last summer, as I've already told you, I have to go by the beat of my own drum. It's my own path that feels intuitive to me. I've never made a decision based on other people's perspectives or their judgments or their expectations. You lose your effing mind if you do that. Your sense of worth and soul is gone. You need to understand what is integral to you and what feels right. And you got to stay on track and what's present in front of you. Craven is what's in front of me. As for whether he would be game to play the iconic secret agent, the actor once again played coy. I just focus on the things I have in my hands right now. What's in front of me right now. So
I'll say this right before we change subjects. As a seeing Aaron Taylor playing Bond, I think he'll go more along the sides of not Daniel Craig, but more maybe Pierce Brosnan era, Timothy Dalton, or potentially Roger Moore, Sir Roger Moore, and that sort of Bond type of where he uses the gadgets because
wait, hold on, Claudia. I'm sorry.
Go on.
Hi and hello, everyone.
Who let him in?
I said it. I forgot to send it to him earlier. We missed all the Star Wars talk, Voltaire. I'm sorry.
Voltaire, you missed my outro that I did the other day.
I heard it, and
that was
disgusting.
bad.
It's disgusting.
All you people trying to. I feel bad for the people. The people.
You feel bad for the viewers.
Yeah, the viewers. They like.
Goodbye and good luck, everyone.
No, wrong.
I don't know what it is. I don't pay attention to the end of the show.
Bang.
Well, Voltaire, we're going to get to your thoughts on the Acolyte and the situation. Oh, go ahead.
I have a better actor for the role of Bond.
Who?
Hear me out. Since you want to
yourself
be inclusive,
Kingdom
with Bond.
Okay.
Idris Elba.
Come on, you're just
Sweeney for the next Bond. Let's go.
No.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind like Aaron Taylor Johnson or Idris Elba.
I've never thought I'd say this to get Sydney Sweeney off my screen. I'm talking about James Bond now.
Yeah, but the way I see it with Bond, it's like
I'm bringing it back up.
Like Aaron Taylor Johnson's got to bring something new to the table we haven't seen before. That's the stuff that Bond needs, like for the fans, something we've never seen before. Like Daniel Craig was like a mixture of Sean Connery with, I would say, Roger Moore. There was a mixture between the two. But I think Aaron Taylor Johnson can do a mixture of Pierce Brosnan and Timothy Dalton, if I'm honest with you, because he has got
his own totally different thing and be his own person.
No, with the gadget. I mean, he's got to use the gadget. Remember, Bond has gadgets.
Voltaire, what's your thoughts?
You want the gadgets brought back
on James Bond, and Aaron Taylor Johnson seems to be the front runner based on rumors, and he has been screen tested. I'm excited. What's your thoughts, Voltaire?
Is he the guy from that Bullet Train movie?
Yeah.
He's from Craven the Hunter. He's Craven.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
He was also Quicksilver in Age of Ultron.
Oh, right. That's it. Yeah, okay. Sure. I think Cavill would be perfect, truthfully, but whatever. I know that's
I would pick him over Cavill.
He's too old.
Well, no, I'm not saying Cavill's too old. It's just Cavill's
you want to go younger, you have to.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's still recognizable, but he's not like overexposed like Cavill. Cavill's everywhere. Cavill's already going to be Highlander and Warhammer.
He's going to be so good as Highlander.
Yeah,
but let's be real. Cavill's not an A-lister anyway. So
Yes,
it
he
doesn't
is.
matter.
Oh, don't
He
say
is.
that.
What?
Yes, he is so an A-lister.
Where?
He's still an A-list. He's still an A-list celebrity.
Since when was James Bond ever an A-lister?
Well, for us Brits, he is an A-lister.
No, I'm saying
Don't
at this
count.
point, anybody could fill that role. It doesn't have to be someone that's super popular.
Oh yeah, Kick-Ass as well. Yeah, he was in Kick-Ass.
And as I said, he's not an A-lister.
Mhm.
Well, neither was Daniel Craig when he started. I mean, who knew who Daniel Craig was when he took that role?
Yeah,
The only and was even what's his name? Pierce Brosnan, was he even an A-lister when he took the role?
Well, I'm
He was in,
excited that someone
Primitive
else is
Steel.
taking the role that probably will be excited to have the role instead of Daniel Mopey Craig. I don't want to come back to this franchise, or I hurt myself, and if I do, it's just for the money. I can't stand that. That's why I don't watch. That's why I don't like sports as much as I used to. It's like the people that make all this money and get all this privilege of being on a team are so whiny, and when they have
he wants to do more roles where he talks like, I do declare my name
exactly.
is I talk
He'll do a role like that where he thinks he's doing like next level acting with a southern accent for chump change, and then he'll complain about millions of dollars to be James Bond. That's
how
why
about crap.
Which is kind of his southern accent's kind of offensive to me.
I mean,
terrible.
Your Canadian accent's offensive to me.
Wow.
Dare
I mean, like I said, Idris Elba, Aaron Taylor, and Henry Cavill are three top choices you could go.
You want to talk about too old, but Idris Elba, as much as I love him, he's pushing it. He's mid-50s at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
He should have been 20 years ago.
Correct.
What's your next?
Well, I wanted to, since I apologize, Voltaire, I didn't send you a link early. Did you see the Acolyte trailer? What's your thoughts on it?
So look, I have hope for it. You know, it was good. Look, Star Wars needs hot, sweaty Jedi action. Okay, it's been missing hot, sweaty Jedi action. Hot Jedi action. I want that. Otherwise,
didn't we just have Ahsoka?
Yeah, that was some hot, sweaty Jedi action, right? And it was good. But before that, where's it been? And
but there are Star Wars fans that don't love the other side of Star Wars, the sci-fi part, not the mystical part.
I mean,
so I agree with you, but I feel like the mystical part is mediocre at best. Like Star Trek, as far as straight sci-fi, is superior in a lot of ways.
Says the Acolyte looks mid.
I mean, I'm looking forward to Jedi action. That's the only thing about the Acolyte I'm looking forward to. And
hot Jedi.
By the way, speaking about Jedis, Max does look like a Sith, so we put him as Darth Max.
He looks more like a.
Oh, you changed my name. Oh no,
Darth Max.
I am Sith. I'm Darth. What Lord?
Darth.
I am because my hair is a mess. Woo!
It should be Darth Maximus, if anything.
Darth Maximus.
God, stop.
I need another haircut.
I need a beard shave or beard trim.
So it looked good. It looked good. I mean, look, I'm not afraid to say it, and I'll take the slings and arrows from everybody. It was a lot of girl fighting in the trailer, okay, but it still looked okay. I mean, that's what people are not going to like. It's another female-led thing. But I'm okay with that. I'm still going to give it. What? No, Brucifer. I'm still going to give it a chance. But
I had the same reaction, Voltaire, but I was wrong on rewatching the second time. There's a lot more men, but the main characters are still very women focused. Yeah.
Right. So they're not shifting off of that, and that's what they want with their projects. Everybody. I mean, so that's it. And it's look, Max. I don't know if did you ever get a chance to look at that article I sent you
today?
No, the other day from Hollywood Reporter about the earnings.
No, hold on.
If you look, it shouldn't be too far back in our Twitter discussions. Hey, how did you like that thing I sent you yesterday on that case?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. How much Disney's made off.
Right. So this is an interesting article. I don't know if you want to bother looking at it, Max, but it shocked me. Just because look, the numbers proof is in the pudding, so to speak. So, according to this article from the Hollywood Reporter, so a reliable source, since they paid $4 billion for Star Wars, they've made $12 billion off of it. So they've 3x their money. Okay. Now, I still thought, well, they could have made more if it was better. But then if you look at what they made off of Marvel, they paid $4 billion for Marvel in 2009, and they made $13.9 billion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was stunned that Star Wars was.
Is this taking into consideration the cost of production and salaries and stuff too, though?
Look,
like
people are saying they cooked the books for the investors. Okay. So I don't know. There's
me personally, I would doubt that was considering expenses, because it's not just all profit. You got to pay all these salaries, development costs of all these projects that don't happen, of all these staff, everyone at the parks, everyone on the productions. It's, contracts.
Right. And Anthony, you're right. I mean, look, I got to keep it real. I can't lie. It's just, but you know what? I was the guy who didn't want to play as the girl characters when I played video games. I only wanted to play as the dudes. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm like that, but I can't deny who I am. I am what I am, So I'm going to call it out when I see it. So anyway, this is the point though. If this is, you're right, Max, they cook books for investor meetings. And there's even some discussion in this article about how accurate that stuff is. But presuming it's not a lie,
not bad, yeah.
Are you shocked though, like me, that Star Wars is that close when they haven't had it as long? I thought Marvel would have crippled it in money compared to Star Wars, but it didn't. 13.2 12.
It's the merch at the parks and stuff.
And I guess the power of Star Wars. I mean, no matter what, Star Wars has more broad appeal than comic book stuff. No matter what, it just goes to show you the power. So they're making the money, it's what Joe always said. Yeah.
Even if you don't make any product, just having all these toy companies and all these, like, let's say, what company at the mall that caters to younger customers doesn't have Star Wars merch? I'm talking like the Hot Topics, the Build-A-Bears, the Target, everything has Star Wars.
Right.
I mean, just that part alone,
right,
is gonna be a constant source of income.
Well, that's undeniable. Yeah, that's true.
The Star Wars is gonna sell. Now, certain characters won't sell. Let me see.
Did you like the trailer, Max? Did you like that Acolyte trailer?
I liked it. I didn't think it was. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I was more excited for the Ahsoka or Mandalorian trailers, but it looks good. I'm more excited for this than the Skeleton Crew. And I liked seeing Carrie Ann Moss from The Matrix. I like her.
Well, yeah, I love her. She's great.
Yeah. Some of the other characters look cool. After the second watching where we broke it down, I saw some of the male characters looked interesting too. Like the guy from I didn't remember where I saw him from, but people said it was from what's that Netflix series? Squid Games. I thought it was some from Martial Arts Project, but it's Squid Games. So I'm excited to see him because I think he's a good actor too. Although I'm kind of over the Squid Games. Like Squid Games 2 is going to come out. Isaac, the biggest movie fan, $1.99. Thank you for the support, Isaac. I really appreciate you helping us out on this stream so much tonight. How would you rank the Disney Star Wars Plus series? I would say Ahsoka, number 1. I think Andor is like the most technically like the best series, like technically, but I still like the fun of the Mandalorian series more. Andor, and then Boba Fett would be the last. And I still like Boba Fett, but that's the last one for me. Anyone else want to give the rankings since Isaac supported
Andor, Mando, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka.
Taladia?
Same as Brucifer.
No.
Voltaire, what would be your ranking for
The correct answer? Here's the correct answer.
The correct answer.
The definitive ranking is
I really
Ahsoka.
don't like you right now.
Ahsoka's number 1. Mandalorian season 1 and 2. I'll ignore season 3. I'll pretend it doesn't exist. Obi-Wan.
Oh, I forgot about Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Yeah, Obi-Wan too.
Okay.
But this looks promising. I'll tell you from a trailer standpoint, and I thought the Ahsoka trailer looked good too, Max. This was a good trailer. Like whoever picked the trailer did a terrific job on that Acolyte trailer. It looks good. It kind of looks like the way it's shot. It almost. This is going to get some people angry. A bit of a Snydery feel to it. You know what I mean? It was kind of dark and that kind of thing. You know, but with the Jedis. I mean, but you know what? You see all those lightsabers. When I see the multiple light, this is what I love about, like, people can crap on the prequel series as much as they want, but nothing had better Jedi lore than the prequel series. You know, seeing the temple and all that. I love that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, and there was all. Oh, yeah, there was the Wookiee Jedi in there. Daphne Keene character looked interesting. She's sort of like an alien Jedi. I'm more excited to see her.
Padawan.
I don't want to see younglings get destroyed again. If they do that again, that's gonna take me out a little bit because it's becoming like the Death Star. Like, oh, we have a bunch of younglings together. Guess what we're gonna do? Oh. You know,
Voltaire, if you want to do some little research, look up the High Republic, Star Wars: The High Republic.
Yeah, that's where these are from? Are those comics or are those?
They're books and comics. They're across the books are across Dark Horse, IDW, and Marvel.
You know, I used to read books all the time, but my career has killed reading books. I can only handle reading comics nowadays.
My career's killed reading too.
Yeah, it's funny how it does that. Reading regular books. I used to always be reading a book. Like I read Shogun and all that kind of thing, and from when I was a kid, but I'm done with it. But comics I can still handle.
Yes. Some other trailer that popped up that let me bring this up here. That I was impressed with talking about Star Wars. I did not get a super Star Wars feeling from the first Rebel Moon, but did you see the Rebel Moon Part 2 trailer?
Yeah, I did. I watched.
I didn't get Star Wars at all.
Well, some of the action sequences with the blades that are similar to lightsabers, not a whole bunch, but in the blasters.
It seemed more cyberpunky to me than it did Star Warsy.
More cyberpunk. Although I really enjoyed the trailer. I got to rewatch it. I only watched it once. I got to say, being a little bit mixed on the first part, this got me excited again. Did it? Now I know there's a lot of critics, even Zack Snyder fans of the first one. We got to be honest, right? I would like to go down the line, starting with Bruce. How'd you feel about Rebel Moon Part 1, and how did this trailer get you excited again? Or same?
Well, I like Rebel Moon Part 1. I think they did a great job. Zack Snyder did a great job world building, and there were some parts that some characters needed more backstory. And I think he's gonna do that in the second part. So I'm actually looking more excited for Part 2 than I was for Part 1.
Okay. Yeah, me too. It's almost like Dune Part 2. I'm not putting on this level of Dune Part 2. Calm down, Villeneuve fans. I think Denny's gone to another level with this last one, but it's that much of an improvement over the first one for me so far, just seeing the trailer.
I will say this, the antagonist, soldier guy, Nazi guy, that fight scene in that hallway or whatever it was amazing.
Yeah. Talati, we know you're the resident biggest Snyder fan on the panel. What do you think of this trailer, and what do you think of part one? How excited are you now that you saw the second trailer?
When I saw the second trailer, I was pumped for it. I wasn't expecting to see Jimmy action in this, and I did. I saw Jimmy action.
That's the part I really loved. Yes, you're right. That part looked amazing. Hold my beer, C-3PO. Right? Like, I would like to see a droid or a robot actually be extremely relevant to the story and not just be a sidekick and a comic relief. You know? That looked amazing. Yes.
That looked amazing. Yeah, that's what really pumped me for the second part.
And Anthony Hopkins is the voice, right? That was one of the best parts of the trailer for me too.
Anthony Hopkins, yes.
Mm-hmm.
As for the first part, like I liked the first part, but not as much am I excited for the second part.
Mm-hmm.
And this is coming from a Snyder fan, right? Because yes, there was a lot of world building in it, but it just felt like there was not much action. Whereas in the second one, it looked like there's going to be a lot of action, and I'm looking forward to it.
One thing people fail to realize is these are two parts of the same movie. This isn't part 2 of Rebel Moon. It's part 2 of part 1 of 2. So
sounds good.
What? It's hell out of that.
It's a continuation of the story, is what he's trying to say. It should have been one big fat movie. So arguably like Lord of the Rings sort of thing. So wait, they're releasing this before the director's cut, which I think is a bad move. I think that they should have gotten hype with the director's cut if it's better, which I suspect it is. You know?
Zach said it's going to be like watching a totally different movie.
What did you think, Voltaire? Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I did. It looks good, and we need to see that Anthony Hopkins robot. I mean, you know.
Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yes. But again, it's an interesting choice to not release a director's cut before this. Like that, I mean, that was on purpose, obviously.
Yeah, I think it was a choice by Netflix. Give us a family-friendly PG-13 cut, and then you can go wild with your rated R, mature 3.5-hour movie.
You think with the lukewarm reception to the first one, that if the director's cut is superior, they'd want to get the hype up with that. But whatever, people don't listen to me.
Well, it's still got a lot of views and watch time on Netflix.
It got more views than Barbie.
Oh, look at Brian throwing shade in the chat. Paint drying part 2. That did not, that you're just being a hater, Brian, because even if you didn't like Rebel Moon, all that was in this trailer was action.
I didn't think Rebel Moon 1 was paint drying. It was just disjointed because they tried to cram so much in such a short period of time, and they failed at it, because it was too monumental.
Isaac, after seeing Rebel Moon, I do not want Zach to do Star Wars. I'd rather him do his own thing. I'd like to see him go back to superhero genre. I think he does really good there, or create his own superheroes.
I'd rather see him do the Rey movie than this Charmin Obeyed girl person.
No, I doubt she's still going to be directing, and I just have my doubts. I'm not going to be against it if she does, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Rogue Squadron's going to take Rogue Squadron, and Dave Filoni's movie are going to be the focus.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that was it. That's just what I think. It's pure speculation. I've been following the industry long enough to knows when things don't land well. Why would you get rid of them? Joe will say. Well, it's not before you even start filming. If you're having all this stuff, even if it's not, if you don't think that people should have that opinion of your talent, it's just not worth it at some points. What is this?
Hey,
that
Antonio.
Is the cover for Beyonce's new album.
What are you trying to do? The topic was sexiness. I mean, what's going on, Brucifer?
Because it's you. I know how you
Star Wars.
We're talking serious sci-fi.
Star Wars.
Bringing the hotness here. I
approve. Get this off. I can't concentrate.
So, you guys, let me ask you guys this question. This character, she's fine. She's mysterious. Do you think the choice by him, like she reminds me of the girl from the Matrix. She reminds me of like Aeon Flux or whatever. Like, do you think he made a mistake making her look too much like and a bit of Ridley? You know what I mean? Like, just sort of taking this, like, she's not very original to me. You know what I mean? In her look. Does that bother anyone else?
She's just got like a basic t-shirt on. I understand basic haircut. It's not, yeah, she's not got a lot of style going on, but it's about, I guess it's more about her action abilities. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Some of the designs in Rebel Moon, I'm a little disappointed because Zack Snyder is very visual, that they don't have more of personality even with their outfits, you know, with their uniforms. It's just like, okay.
And there was that very offensive scene in the bar.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Isaac says, I love Zack Snyder, but Rebel Moon is my least favorite movie from him. I'd still put it above Army of the Dead.
I'm not a big fan of that either.
Army of the Dead, I like the Army of the Dead, but I've never rewatched it at all.
No. See, no matter what with this movie, even though I think they just tried to cram too much and the character development wasn't there with the time they had, there was a lot of the framework or skeleton of something that could be good and had that Zack Snyder style that I like. The stuff from him that I like. So yeah.
Yeah.
I want to show Voltaire this.
Well, thank you.
This is Brunessa Rowe, and she uses a lightsaber whip.
Did they copy that from Demon Slayer? The girl from Demon Slayer? Brucifer?
I don't know.
Demon Slayer.
You know the girl with the girl with the big
yeah.
Yeah.
Max, I don't know if you react.
I don't know. Probably
no,
that's
going to be
that was manga first.
And this is Daphne Keene's character, so she'll probably have this whip, right?
I love that.
Daphne Keene's character.
Huh?
I love that.
That's not her character.
Oh, it's not? Oh,
No,
I thought it was.
This is the character in the show.
Oh, that's not a good design compared to that cartoon Brucifer just put up. Why would they do that? Why does the cartoon look so much better?
It's cartoon, it's animation. It's obviously going to be 10 times better.
Random chat series. I don't love or hate Zack, but his Dawn of the Dead reboot movie is fantastic. I love that too. James Gunn and Zack Snyder worked together on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And let me tell again, I'll say it. 300 is a groundbreaking movie when it came out. It was wonderful. And The Watchmen, it's a great adaptation of the graphic novel.
Yeah.
We got 61 people watching, only 24 likes. It doesn't hurt to hit the like button. It doesn't cost anything to hit the like button.
Elon is really. We have more viewers on X than on YouTube.
You do?
Yeah, if you click on the live viewers in StreamYard, it gives you a breakdown. 34 on X, 27.
I see it.
I'll be real. This might. I don't know if I want to talk about this too much, but I watched the Elon Musk.
X, please come over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel if you're on X watching.
Yes, thank you, Bruce. I watched the Elon Musk Don Lemon interview, and it was a really good interview. And I actually respect Elon Musk a little bit more than I did before. I thought he was kind of like, no. I mean, I don't agree with everything he says, but
well, why do people hate him? I still don't get it.
Because he made everything behind a paywall.
No,
I don't like the blue check mark thing. That was a dumb move, I think. But I like my Tesla. The guy has normalized. Right.
I mean, that really annoyed me because TweetDeck used to be like free and everyone could use TweetDeck. Now he's put that behind a paywall so nobody can, use that.
It's limited how much you can reply to every day. So
yeah.
I don't care for how he's handled some things on Twitter, but overall, the man's an innovator. I mean, and although he has some,
he an innovator, or did he just buy companies that were innovative?
Look, Christopher, whatever you want to say, Tesla he made the electric car a normalized thing, which nobody thought would ever happen. I mean, and he made me a lot of money on my Tesla stock. All right, so
That's why you're vouching for him, because he made you stock money. That's why it is.
Well, that's true, but he also loses you stock money when he goes on Joe Rogan and smokes a blunt. But and buying Twitter. But yeah, anyway, I want to watch that Don Lemon interview because I am curious about. I think it's an interesting clash of personalities. And
no, it's really good, and it has a lot of talking about censorship and social media. And I actually, even though if there's stuff you don't like, the answer isn't always to censor it either. He said, I follow the laws. I take down whatever is illegal. But some people claim that he's not consistent with that, and he'll take down more left-leaning stuff that's unfairly. So people before
whatever that trash human being, I forgot her name. She uses the F word every day on her post.
Who?
I forgot
if you don't
her
want
name.
to give her name, that's fine.
I know, I just forgot it. She's the religious girl that's always dressed like a skank on her
Melanie Matt.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You should have been taken down a long time ago.
Yeah, the problem I had with the interview, I actually was like, Don Lemon wasn't listening to Elon at all, because he basically said there's these horrible posts here, and he showed them what they were, and Elon's response is, but we do not promote those, Don. There's actually less views than there used to be of hateful content. His algorithm and platform does not promote. I don't know if that's what he said, but that went over Don Lemon's head, and he didn't even listen to the man. He's like, yes, it's on there. We didn't remove it, but it's not promoted. And I actually think that's different from YouTube. I think YouTube promotes the hateful stuff, with the algorithms. So he said, based on what Elon said, actually hateful views have been down since.
But it takes weeks to get a reply on a reported tweet. Weeks. By that time,
I actually don't know if the answer is to remove stuff. You can report it. You know who this person is. Yeah, you don't promote it. He's not promoting that type of content. But I don't know. I shouldn't have even brought up, because it's that's going to take us viewers off topic. Yeah.
Well, you do this all the time. Not to get political, but let me bring this up.
But Max, I want to ask you a question. Have you seen Marvel 1943 yet? Trailer?
Yes, that trailer looked amazing.
Yes. I wanted to ask you if you have seen it.
Why the thumbs down?
Because they're getting all excited and jizzing over.
We know the director of the game
with no gameplay.
It's not CGI. It is in-game
CGI.
Models. It's in-game
it's
models.
Still a CGI freaking thing. Doesn't matter.
So what do you get excited about cutscenes?
It's a cinematic with in-game models.
It's a cutscene. That's all it is.
Yeah, cutscene. You don't get excited about cutscenes, Max. You've
Yes,
been in
I
the
do.
game
If I know the director was the one behind Jack and Daxter in Uncharted 2, one of the best video games of all time.
I have to agree with
as
much as I hate to admit.
Okay.
I want you to say when it says wait for the actual trailer to get excited.
All right.
Wait for the actual gameplay before you
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
First images show Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder back in character. A pair of first look images. Hold on a second. A pair of first look images from Beetlejuice feature Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, and new co-stars.
What about number one Latina actress Jenna Ortega? How does we want to see her?
What do you think of the first look of Michael Keaton back in action here? He looks good.
It looks like Beetlejuice.
Yeah. I'm excited for this movie. Bruce, you excited?
It's going to be another hit. Not really, because I don't care.
You don't care? Oh.
No.
Taladia?
I'm not a big fan of Beetlejuice, so.
Are you a big fan of Jenna Ortega?
Number one Latina.
No.
Yeah, I'm pumped for this movie. They brought the cast back. They brought Tim Burton back. I mean, and they added Jenna Ortega. I mean, it sounds like a recipe for something good. I'm actually really hoping
It's
this
going
is
to
a
be
good
a
movie.
hit. It's going to be another Warner Brother hit.
I think it's going to have a lot of broad appeal, Bruce, for like girls, boys, men, adults, everything. I think it's going to touch a lot of ground.
A lot of people touching themselves in theaters watching this.
No, why would you ruined the clip out, Bruce?
There was a clip out?
Yes, it's another topic. I'm clipping out
all.
Ruin
the clip. Come on.
Yeah. I think he looks great. I think the cast looks great. Still not a lot to go on. I don't even know if I need to know more. I don't know if I need to see a trailer. I'm gonna go see this. What do you about Winona Ryder? She looks great too.
Sure, she looks like she's from the Matrix in that jacket.
Did she steal anything before this movie filmed?
No. You steal once, you never let it go. She did her time. Community service.
Catherine O'Hara is a very funny actress as well. She's.
I doubt. That's a good question, random chat series. Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin returning. I doubt Alec Baldwin's returning.
Not Alec Baldwin, that's for sure.
Based on the issues he's had recently in the industry. And then if you're not going to have him, you're probably not going to have Gina Davis. We'll see. I'm excited. I still don't like the title of the movie.
Well, you can't have ghosts that gain weight and got older.
Well,
that make any sense for the movie.
No, they can make a joke about it, but I like the title, Max, because that means they're gonna what the third movie is gonna be called. Obviously, they're prepping it for a trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Brian says, "You don't have to read." Who took it down? You don't have to read what she has to say. Half y'all's takes are just as bad in the opposite direction.
LOL.
Mac? No, I don't think so. I disagree, Brian. Melanie Mac's awful.
Well, she shouldn't be using that word, and she shouldn't be permitted to use that word. Is hateful. That's been determined.
No, she used hateful words. Yes, just to get attention. It's not just her takes. Yeah. She's very.
Yeah, she's a disgusting human being.
There's nothing Christian about it, honestly.
Nope.
It's a disgrace to
she's one of those people that use religion as a shield to try to say whatever she wants.
If you say you love Christ, not to get religious here, but Christ was a loving person.
Yeah, you're telling me with all those tattoos, she was a religious girl? Get the hell out of here. She was in the back alley.
Oh God! Oh God! Disavow!
Another trailer dropped. An amazing trailer for Alien Romulus. Fede Alvarez, and I've watched an interview with him. Did anyone see the Alien Romulus trailer?
Yes, I actually did a reaction to it today.
Awesome. I got to watch that.
Me and Necron.
Oh man, you get Necron all the time. Wow, good job. Go check out Bruce's. Go check out Bruce's trailer reaction if you want to post it in there. Go check out his reactions lately. He's been doing a good job. What did you think, Bruce? Just to get, you have to check out his full reaction.
I'll get the gist of it. It brought me back to old school Alien with the suspense, the impeding doom and threat. But if you want to check out my review, if you want a full breakdown of my reaction, check a full breakdown of the trailer.
Yeah, very intense trailer. It pulled me in right away. 8/16/24. They said this was not originally going to be in the theaters, and they just said, "F it, we're going to theaters with this movie." Look at the scenes. That's great.
It really is a return to the classic Alien. These people stuck on a little ship, and the aliens are running around after them. It looks like a remake almost of Alien 1 and 2, and game over, man.
Kaladi, did you see this trailer? No. Are you a fan of the Alien franchise?
I'm a fan of the Alien franchise, but I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Okay. Really interesting. To be for comparison to the most recent Alien we got from Ridley Scott, which I'm a big fan of Ridley Scott, but what was it? The last one, Alien Prometheus.
Santa Fe versus Nissan Murano.
What?
Look what Santa Fe has.
I'm not
What
interested in
Murano
Santa Fe
doesn't.
versus the Murano.
Stop. No.
A lot of the
Santa
market
Fe
for mid-price
wins every
SUV.
time.
Why is it? Hold on a second. What is going on with my? I couldn't even stop the ad.
Okay, so you're talking about Alien Prometheus and then Alien, what's it called?
Covenant.
No, Covenant.
Covenant, sorry.
Covenant was the last one.
Well, I love Prometheus. I understand.
I love
some people
Prometheus.
don't love
Covenant
it.
is the man I want.
Yeah.
Covenant was.
I love Prometheus.
Love
I like Covenant, but not as much as I love.
Yeah, this
Prometheus.
trailer got me a lot more hype than Covenant did when I first saw
I
Covenant.
love the lore they introduced. They introduced some amazing lore in Prometheus and Covenant. Some of those scenes of the engineers when they're creating things. I really hope they don't abandon that because I know it wasn't super popular. It was mixed reviews to it, but I really hope they don't abandon it.
So I'm definitely seeing this in theaters. I'm excited, and that's the main takeaway. It was not going to be a theatrical, and they're going with it. They seem
hopefully that
with this project.
Hopefully it doesn't look like it was made for streaming, if you know what I mean.
But if you look at these images, how could you even say that?
Well, that could be just those images they showed.
They
could have skimped out on other parts of the movie.
I mean, the trailer didn't look so theatrical. I mean, it could have been a streaming trailer.
Yeah. But it still look great. Look at Prey. Prey could have easily been a theatrical movie.
All right, let me see what else. I think we could go to good news of Twitter and then some mailbag.
It's an A+ segment.
What? Yeah. I'm never here for that segment. There's a reason for that.
Oh.
We could talk about this real quick.
There was something I wanted to show Voltaire.
No, thank you for thinking of me.
If I can find it. I don't know if it's safe for the stream.
No, don't put it on me.
Hey, where is it?
All right, I'll bring up this real quick. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire comes out this week. I was debating whether I could get to it tomorrow before I do overtime Friday. I don't think it's going to happen. I got so much to do tomorrow after work. Yeah, I'm going to go pick up paint for my my mother wants me to paint her basement.
Oof.
So what are you doing?
I recommend the comic book for Voltaire that came out. It's called Penthouse Comics.
This is in the middle of my Ghostbusters.
That's safe for work. That's clean.
Yes.
Well, so clean. It's a little closer to the edge.
Clean.
Yeah, the early reviews on that.
I saw that in the back. Stop it, Bruce. What are you doing? That is not clean.
That was clean. It was blurred out.
That was clean.
Ghostbusters and Frozen. Oh, I can't even. What the hell?
Ghostbusters. You got them all.
He's flustered. He's blushing. Look at Max. Max is blushing.
You messed me up. I don't even know what happened to my.
You're right, Max.
All right, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire.
A lot of spicy.
Scare up 45 million box office opening, pushing the franchise over 1 billion altogether.
Brought everybody back.
I'm excited to see it. You know,
did you see the initial reviews on it? Woof, it's getting hammered.
Really?
Yeah, the initial.
But let's go watch it yourself, Max.
Let me see on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
it's getting clobbered time.
30.
And random chat series says IGN gave it a 4.
Okay, let me see here.
That's what they probably said. It's clobbering.
Listen,
time.
I didn't hate the 2016 one.
IGN gave 2016 an 8. Oofa. Good God.
He's supposed to be my friend, Sticks.
It's called being a bully, Sticks. That's what he is. Bruce for the bully.
I'm not a bully.
Bruce got good taste.
Yeah. That's what he called it. Yeah.
Where's Frozen Empire, right?
Yeah, Frozen Empire. Ah.
All right, let's look up the Rotten Tomatoes. I want to see this. I didn't know. I wasn't looking at the.
Max, why does it? Who changed the settings in your StreamYard?
What do you mean?
When you present, it pops right up to the screen now.
I don't know.
I haven't been here, so
I don't know how that happens either.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Change that setting,
especially with what you're presenting.
Uh-oh.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire 47. Let's see what some of these reviews say. A lackluster, overproduced, and forgettable entry in the Ghostbuster franchise. Here's a positive from David Poland. It's like one lick of big soft serve ice cream cone with your second favorite flavor. You know what it tastes like. It's tasty, but it leaves you wanting more, and preferably with your favorite flavor.
That's a weird analogy.
I was going to say, that's very...
What?
The movie has
don't sit next to that guy.
The movie has too many characters and too few new ideas, and it's more concerned with cramming mass appeal into a picture than telling a good story. This is a positive. It says artless, soulless, joyless concoction of corporate vapidity.
How is that
6.5 out of 20? What?
The Australians do everything backwards. It's winter.
6.5 out of 20, so it's actually bad.
6.5 out of 20.
But it registered as a 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, and it's Australia, everybody. It's different over there.
The Busters made me feel okay. Acolyte practically glows enough to make you want to see the actor make Ghostbusters movies forever, so long as they're better than Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Oof.
Despite its weakness, the sequel is well above the poorly stretched bubblegum of Ghostbusters 2 and the overdone nostalgia of Ghostbusters Afterlife. All right, we'll read two more negatives here. Although it's not a complete failure, there's something infuriating in the producer's obsession with continuing to squeeze out a franchise that clearly has run out of artistic juice. When the spark goes out and the humor doesn't garner laughs anymore, it's time to consider putting this one in the grave. Wow.
Hey, read the next one.
I'll read the positive.
A publication called the Millennial Falcon. I mean, come on.
Despite some inconsistencies and conveniences as compared to its predecessor, it's still a fun offering with a strong core.
There's one from the BBC. What's the one from the BBC say?
Oh, it's negative.
Losing momentum as it goes, Frozen Empire raises the increasingly frustrating suspicion that Keenan and Reitman couldn't choose which of their various story ideas to use, and so decided to use them all.
You pretentious prick.
That was great.
Sounded like your neighbor, I bet, Claudio.
This is how I kind of feel about this movie, though. Like, it doesn't feel like it was a necessity. It just feels like it was another. Like the Afterlife was good. You know, that was exciting. They treated the characters good, as a good storyline.
You think they should have brought back the OG? No.
They did bring back the OG Ghostbusters.
No, I'm saying you think they should have.
Like as over including the new people?
Yeah, I think if they were going to move on, they should have just moved on with the the next generation of Ghostbusters, not bringing back the other actors.
Well, it's getting to the thing like Terminator. Like they always have to bring Arnie back. Like I think the Terminator franchise kind of suffered after a while, bringing Arnold back every single time.
Yeah.
Like
I
favorite.
have one more thing to show Voltaire. I missed it.
Aw, thank you, Bruce, for thinking of me.
Yeah, I missed this cover.
It's okay. You could say you missed me too. What is this, Matrix? I mean, was it rated R Matrix or what is it?
You have to pick up the comic book.
All right.
I don't think you go walking into your local comic book store to pick these up.
And then Max,
I used to buy Cherry Comics, so yeah, I've done that before.
and then Max will be saying, "Himi ha."
Bruce is just playing with my monetization tonight.
I did that on DL stream. I was like, hit me ha, and then I left.
What is that from? I'm not familiar with the reference.
That's Max trying to do ka me ha Goku.
Okay. Stick to your impression of Jar Jar Binks, Max. You're really good at that one.
Yeah, I don't have it in me tonight.
What's his payback for Luke?
That's when I was going, you know, that he didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, he doesn't get a Star Wars trilogy. That's the payback.
What?
Batgirl isn't going to get saved. It's done.
All right, so this is a close-up character of that character.
Vernestra Rowe.
Vernestra Rowe appearing in the Acolyte. Does this mean we could get a whip lightsaber in live action?
Sure.
I would like that.
Again, I mean, I'm very curious if the Demon Slayer manga came out, because she uses a pinky sword like that. That's like basically a whip. It's not a whip, but you know.
Here's Walter Goggins and Timothy Oliphant reunite in newly shared photos from Justified. Who here watched Justified?
I did.
Not me.
Not me.
Good show.
Good show. And what's his name? The guy on the left. Both of them are good actors, but the guy on the left is really
Goggins.
He's a underrated character actor. He brings a lot. He does comedy well. Like he just hasn't. He should be in more stuff, is what I'm saying. And I like Oliphant too.
Yeah. Let me see what else is here.
I think your thing is just frozen, by the way. No.
I'm frozen?
No, your thing was just frozen for a second.
Oh, okay. James Gunn saying he has a very supportive wife. Someone was adding Jennifer Holland. Jennifer, we want to know the timeline of the new DCU, please. March 2024, awesome shirt. April 2024, fire. May 2024,
girls.
There's 3 girl superheroes. June 2024, July 2024, secret stuff that's also fire. August 2024, filming stuff with people who wear costumes and kick major arse. That's all I can share for now.
That's funny.
What is the mermaid in June of 2024? Is that an Aquaman? That's Aquaman. Aquaman in June of 2024.
New Aquaman. Uh-oh. Jennifer Holland is saying that James Gunn cast a new Aquaman. Confirmed.
Nope. Jason Momoa still Aquaman.
No, he's
nope.
That's a merman. I mean, you can't ignore it.
Can't ignore it, Max.
June 2024.
All these freaking Lobo fans all of a sudden. Jeez. Now everybody's a Lobo fan.
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan's next film release March 7th, 2025. It's described as a period thriller with anime influences involves vampires.
This is from WBD?
I don't know.
What is this? They're doing a Blade ripoff with Michael Jordan?
Well, it came out first.
That's true. He's better Blade than Ursula Ali, truthfully.
Voltaire, Michael B. Jordan, get it right.
He's more believable as Blade.
Yeah, you would prefer him as Blade?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Ursula Ali's a good actor, but he's too thin and he looks a little bit into his 50s.
He's not thick enough for you?
Yeah, you look at Michael G. Jordan is pumped, jacked. Like he looks like Blade.
What Voltaire? Let me translate.
Yeah, I gotta admit, now
he wants an alpha male playing Blade.
He would make a good Blade. Now that I'm looking at
want an alpha male. No, and I like Ursula Ali as an actor. He's very good. And maybe he'll prove me wrong. He'll do it well. But this looks like Blade to me. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, with them throwing out another script for Blade.
Yeah, right. If that ever comes out.
Can you see Michael B. Jordan with like vampire fang? I could really see the Blade now. I can't not see it now.
I can't say that one.
Whoa, why do? No, I do see it. He would make a good Blade. So that's exciting. That's good news. And
He's making a Blade movie. That is good. He's making a Blade competitor, and that's going to come out first. That's really something.
Did anyone here see the X-Men 97 yet?
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
What do you think, Taladia? Is it good?
Very, very good.
Wow.
Very, very good. Very,
That's
very
good.
good. Yes.
Okay,
And this
well,
is coming from a DC fan.
well, this random Twitter user, they dared to bring back X-Men the animated series, but they dare to bring back live action commercials for its tie-in
I
products.
hope not.
What is that barrel-chested Cyclops? That doesn't look right.
That
Well,
was
with the
drawn by
commercial-
Rob Liefeld.
That's a cartoon. That's a dude.
No, that's the way Rob Liefeld draws his characters.
Oh, really?
They're horrible.
That Wolverine looks pathetic there. Look how buff Cyclops is, and Wolverine looks like you get taken out. Okay, let me see what else.
I wanted to say back to, because Mr. was saying everybody's a fan of what's his name?
Look at this bear.
Lobo. The first time I read Lobo comic, it's the one where he killed Superman, and I got to say, I was a kid. I hated him. I hated the character. I found it disturbing, and I still to this day dislike him to some extent because of that experience. But
Well,
anyway.
watch
never
this bear's
understood that.
eyes
Yeah,
when they
Lobo.
threw him an apple and it misses.
Christopher, what's that in the
Wait,
background
there's-
I see?
There's me like, hold on.
What?
That comic.
Look at this poor bear. He's like,
That thing's gonna kill you. It's a killing machine.
it's like, why did you throw the apple under there?
Is it me or is it Christopher Frozen?
No, Bruce first frozen now.
He's frozen. He's in his chrono ball.
I mean, he's got that sugar daddy internet connection. I'm surprised.
The official X-Men theme song goes hard.
Oh, yeah, it does.
George Lucas
I
back
love
to
it.
Disney.
I
What'd you
liked
think-
it when they played it in the Doctor Strange movie. I really enjoyed that.
Kim Kardashian and Emma Roberts kissing in the new trailer for American Horror Story Delicate.
Whoa.
I
That's
don't
a bit-
promote anything with Kim Kardashian.
You're not down for it because it's Kim?
I don't like that she became famous for making a hardcore XXX porn.
Corn?
Yeah.
Yeah, she became famous for doing pornography.
And then
we
tried
don't
to
say the
become a
word.
member, a lawyer, which I find offensive as well.
Bruce said he'd be right back. I don't care what she got popular for. I don't like her. I'm not a fan of her personally, but whatever. I don't care. If she's gonna be in American Horror Story now, I know some other people have done good in that series.
That's one of those series. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about, but I have never watched one episode.
I think I see things have been going good since she left Kanye.
Wait, she left Kanye West?
Yes.
That's been
I
quite some.
didn't-
You come from a tabloid culture in the UK, and you don't know that?
She left just in time, honestly.
Here he comes to
Goddamn Spectrum. Oh,
Spectrum's really good here.
we saw your freeze.
All right, let me see what else is here.
Ooh, Shazam Superman. Versus Black Adam.
yes.
Oh, James Gunn comments on Tom Cavanaugh return as the Reverse Flash in DCU. Hey, James
Not gonna
Gunn, have you
happen.
seen this laughing emoji face? He kind of
Yeah,
looks like James
That's a
Gunn.
no.
That's okay kind of engagement. That's the kind of engagement he should
Yeah.
stick to.
Yeah.
Like little thing like that, or the thing about his wife. That's okay. That's fun.
Pretty crazy. Dre made all three of these guys superstars within a 10-year period.
He's a special talent.
50 Cent, Eminem, Snoop Dogg.
I think Eminem releasing a new album soon.
Why is Scary Terry trending from Rick and Morty?
I don't know.
Sports. That's not sports.
X-Men 97 is a fresh at 100% Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, that's great news, everybody.
Described as a near perfect return for the animated series with fresh, relevant ideas and inventive animation.
Rob Liefeld booted me from his
was,
live stream.
So wait, a comic book artist was streaming, and Sticks said that cover is enough.
He sells his artwork on a app called Whatnot, and it's live. It's like live auctions. He'll do drawings, and people go in there to tell him how bad his artwork is.
You super chatted at least like a $1.99, like, hey, that was a meh cover.
because he's usually he's high out his mind when he's doing this.
Okay, well that's fair.
Coked up, so it's hilarious.
This is some police investigating a graveyard at night.
Remember who our friend CJH loves exploring graveyards.
That's how you get a goth girl.
It's a good way to meet a goth girl. Nothing wrong with that. Or a Wiccan girl. This is an old video, right? I think I've seen this.
Someone screamed.
What the hell is that?
He ran like a chicken.
I would run too.
Come on, that's very disturbing to hear.
What do you
That
mean?
sounded like just a person screaming, though.
But if you're a cop on the beat investigating, I don't think you're allowed to do that, are you?
Run? What do you mean, run?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you...
I don't know. Are they allowed to run?
What?
Are cops allowed to do that when they hear a scream?
Do whatever you want, as long as you know to you can go for. You just say you're going for a tactical retreat. You know, get better cover.
Tactical. I like that. That's a way of phrasing it. Why is Gambit wearing a belly shirt?
I knew Voltaire was gonna have issues.
Why is he doing that? I don't get it. Is he going to Fire Island?
It's a 90s thing.
Nobody in the 90s wore belly shirts.
Yes, they did.
That's an 80s thing.
80s, 90s.
Well, Bruce, for you, with the places you hang out, many of the dudes are wearing belly shirts. But come on. That is not 1997.
The guys in my locker room went to the freaking gym with belly shirts on.
Well, that's true. That is a gym thing, yeah, I guess.
He's got tongs, too. What is he?
Well, he could be barbecuing. You know, that's fair. And the generic shirt rock. Like that's kind of
yeah. I don't know. There's something off it to me too. I don't know. Like I know there's belly shirts, but that doesn't feel his vibe or something.
Hello, mon cher. I'm wearing the belly shirt.
Yeah. Okay, here.
Look, I'm telling you, the belly shirt's more of an 80s thing. It's not a late 90s thing.
Michael Rosenbaum on Nicholas Hoult becoming Lex Luthor. He's such a great actor, and I have no doubt he'll be fantastic as Lex. Who knows? Maybe you'll start calling him the best Lex, and I'll be second best. I hope so.
Yeah, he's a terrific actor, so sure, why not?
Did you see the article where they Tom Welling and Rosenberg are they're gonna discuss with James Gunn later or Warner Brothers continuing Smallville as an animated project?
That would be cool. I like that idea.
With all the original actors, except for
the one that was in a cult.
Yeah.
That could be a problem. That's a reason to get rid of somebody.
She's out of it, though. I don't know.
Was she in that cult where they were luring other girls?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
She went to jail for it. She's out, though.
Well,
she was in Nickelodeon, so it's so weird. Anyway, Godzilla was just made police chief in Tokyo for a day after his...
I'm not going to say anything. Go ahead.
Yeah. Godzilla was made police chief for a day, Bruce. Look at this. After his Oscar win.
That's pretty cool.
Makes a mockery of the Tokyo police force, who are known to be very effective and have a high arrest rate.
I love Tokyo action crime drama films. They're so good. Their cops are serious, seriously corrupt.
Here, I reposted Elon Musk. Look, he's got Dragon 2 vertical on pad 40 for the first time. Anyone gonna fly SpaceX?
What?
Would you fly? That's Elon Musk's.
I said, but I didn't understand your question. Would I go into space? No, I would not. Not until it's like Star Trek. Then I'll go to space.
If you were going to go into space, whose would you ride? Would you go with NASA or another company going to space?
So listen, the reality is NASA uses a lot of outside companies, right? Like Well, not a lot, but they use a lot of private industry to help them. So I'd be pretty comfortable with what Elon's doing if I had to go. Instead of
what if it's unmanned?
For sure, it wouldn't be Boeing.
No, not a problem.
Did you see? That's off topic, but did you see? There's a whistleblower that went.
He did the interview where he said, "If anything happens to me, I don't commit suicide, or I don't end myself, or I don't." However, you're allowed to say it.
Did you see that? I was texting my mom about that stuff. She worked on some Boeing cases in the past. Really creepy. But anyway,
Really
yeah.
fun.
Elon Musk's SpaceX. It's got the little X there.
That's cool. He won't take that company public.
He won't?
Yeah, he refuses to. He doesn't want any kind of people getting mad at how much money he's spending.
1950. Oh, really? So that's one of his big passions.
I'd love to work out in front of 4 girls like that. Ladies.
Oh, look, you're not doing it right. Just so he can.
That's terrific. Oh my.
Civil War is actually doing good on Rotten Tomatoes, 90%, with 29 reviews. Written, directed by Alex Garland. What do you think?
When was this released?
This is an interesting. It's not released in theaters April 12th. Reviews are already come out. It's coming April 12th. This is a cool image too. Is the Statue of Liberty, the flame, and then there's like snipers up there with sandbags. Look at that.
Oh, it's actually I think I found they mentioned that it's Texas and California teaming up against the government. That would never happen in real life, but
right. You don't want it to be.
Max made the point they don't want it to be too real politically.
That would be horrible if they released it and it's so on the nose as to what's going on with
like it's the coastal states versus the middle states. Like
what if you did Texas versus California? Oh my God, that would be horrible.
Well, Texas, California just attack in the winter. They won't have power in Texas.
But there's more guns than people in Texas.
See, they're saying Aaron Taylor Johnson has not been cast as the new James Bond via Variety. They can't make up their mind.
It's a good outfit he's got on there.
Yeah, 007.
But he's got to change his look for 007. He can't look like that.
Oh, here's the Acolyte details. Set 100 years before the Phantom Menace. Didn't use the volume VFX at all during filming. Narratively,
I don't think
what does that mean? What does that mean? Sorry, what does that even mean?
The volume that was used for some of the seasons of Mandalorian that made it look a little cheaper. They actually used it's like these big screens that are just behind the actors.
I see.
Thor: Love and Thunder notoriously was filmed in the volume, I think. It seemed a little cheap in areas. Narratively similar to Andor, 8 episodes around 30 minutes, pitched as a multi-season show, incorporates EU and Legends lore.
Everything except for narratively similar to Andor sounds super.
You did not like Andor.
I mean, it was so paint. Do you want to talk about paint drying? Good golly, Miss Molly.
We might go to the mailbag now. Look at this. Sheesh. What is this? A Swarovski crystal memory card? Or however you say that. Look at that.
It's a memory card with people who have so much money they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. I don't know if I did anything else interesting on Twitter. Oh, wait. Gracie the cosplay lass. Hear me, X-Men. No longer am I the woman you knew. I am fire and life incarnate. Now and forever, I am Phoenix. My audition to be Jean Grey. I support you to be Jean Grey. The new X-Men, Gracie.
It's not a bad cosplay.
No, she's a great cosplayer.
Yeah.
Oh, this is... Did you hear about this Willy Wonka experience thing?
Yeah, I covered it on my show.
My wife told me about it. I was like, what in the world? But organizer Billy Cal says this event ruined his life.
So what was this? Like the fire? What was that fire thing that went down?
Yeah, he basically used AI for everything too. Like he was not trying hard.
There was no fire.
No.
No, that fire festival.
Fire festival was a disaster. Where he just took people's money, but he used AI for things, even for the script. He says, I have lost my friends. I lost the love of my life. I was made out to be the face of all evil. And genuinely, that's not the case. He received hundreds and hundreds of messages and has been dubbed Willy Wanker.
That's a big insult in the UK. Ask Taladia to be called Willy Wanker. Like that. That's very hurtful.
Well, at least they're making a horror movie out of this.
Well, he's acting like he's living a horror movie. We ripped off
the AI created this character called the Unknown. That's pretty creepy. Despite claiming to only use AI for spell checking the Wonka scripts, it's been uncovered that he published 16 AI generated books last summer on Amazon. He put books on Amazon.
I've lost me friends. I have.
Look at this.
I want to watch this. Where can I see this now?
You have to watch videos on it. Just look on YouTube. There's a lot of There's a lot of people covering it, Voltaire. It's insane.
Hello, I'm part of the Willy Wonka experience. I am.
I'm from the Willy Wonka land.
They look like they're Breaking Bad right there.
Hello, love. Yeah, what is this? Doesn't look very enthusiastic for a Oompa Loompa.
Well, so look what she had to deal. She had to deal with.
I'm making crack. I am.
Yes. All right, let me see.
Willy Wanker.
I think. Oh, let me see.
I don't like Cavill as Wolverine. It doesn't seem right.
Well, he's not going to stay as. Okay, let's have this as a quick topic, and then we'll get to Mailbag. The big rumor now is that everyone was saying, including My Time to Shine Hello, that Cavill has been cast in the MCU, and you'll be surprised what role it is. Now the rumors are for Deadpool Wolverine that he's just playing a Wolverine variant, and this is an image that someone created, probably AI as well, to show what he might look like as Wolverine.
AI.
But here's my question to you all: if Cavill is going to be in the MCU as any character, is this a letdown that he's just going to be a variant instead of a character that he could move forward with in the MCU? Are you kind of slightly disappointed that he might just be a variant of Wolverine?
Well, it fits his status in Hollywood.
Oh, see, Bruce?
I don't think he's Wolverine. I don't think he's going to be Wolverine.
No.
I think that's all.
I'm being a dick to that. I'm sorry.
You think that's BS, Taladia?
I think it's BS. I don't think he's going to be Wolverine. If it was Wolverine, there'd be like set photos and stuff like that. And there hasn't been any set photos of him in the Wolverine suit. Think about it logically. And My Time to Shine has always been wrong about a few things.
Oh boy, I think I'd like to see a Danny DeVito Wolverine variant. I think that would be funny.
God.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger variant of Wolverine.
Now the other rumor. So I think he looks good here. I'm slightly disappointed because I heard he might be Doctor Doom, and then I couldn't. Once I heard Cyclops, I'm like, ooh.
No, make him Captain Britain. Just make him Captain Britain. That's
Captain
a good
Britain. I would go Cyclops.
I got a better one. Hyperion.
Well, it doesn't matter. A paycheck is a paycheck, just like Mackenzie says for these actors.
He'll be an evil version of Superman, basically.
I feel like a Hyperion idea. I thought about that too. If they really want to stick it to them,
There are no small parts, only small actors. Remember that.
And then the other part of the rumor is that Channing Tatum, who was going to be Gambit for quite some time, there's a very troubled production, never happened. This is a perfect opportunity for it to be in. I would be very disappointed if they did not have him as Gambit in this movie, based on how long they worked on that.
Yeah, why
project.
not?
He was under development for so many years.
It's one of those things. It's almost like I feel like, hey, did it really happen? Because it was talked about so much,
Yeah, it was, I'm all for this. Bruce?
Doesn't look enthused at all.
You like Magic Mike?
it's Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
21 Jump
Who
Street.
cares?
I like him enough.
Does he even fit in that spandex?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what's that mean?
He's pretty fit. Come on.
I've seen both. I
Magic
didn't.
He played a Chippendales dancer. Of
Yeah,
course.
Magic Mike. I didn't see.
Have you seen him lately?
No.
Like he been having too many chips.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Really? He let himself go. That's surprising. He's always been in pretty good shape.
Well, Joe's not here. Somebody has to play Joe tonight.
Talati, what do you think? You're up for Channing Tatum as Gambit and Deadpool and Wolverine?
He's past the sell-by date on that, I'm afraid.
What? All right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Past the sale by date. All right. Voltaire, what do
Yeah.
you think? I think this is a perfect opportunity.
For Channing Tatum, I mean, I Cavill as Wolverine just seems. I'd prefer the somebody was posting those pictures of Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe looking all jacked up, and he looked like Wolverine. I would prefer that variant. And I'm not kidding about a Danny DeVito Wolverine variant. That would be funny to me.
See, that would that might be too silly for me.
It might be, but I'm a Danny DeVito fan.
This is the game that Bruce was wrong about.
The cover looks great. I'm going to tell you, and I'm sure the cutscenes are they're terrific, but they're cutscenes. I mean, I'm not even a gamer, and I know not to believe cutscenes from
Thank
commercials.
you.
I'm disappointed in you two.
I liked it.
Yeah, you like the cutscenes. You like the you like the anime. You like cartoons. I mean, that's fair.
Oh, this is good. Max Payne's getting a remake.
Oh, I love Max Payne.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Max
What?
Payne Rockstar presents Max Payne remake.
Wait, a remake of the original?
It's not a remaster.
Damn it.
Same budget as Alan Wake 2, fully funded by Rockstar Games.
Well, what does that mean? What's the
So
budget
you would
for
rather
that?
you prefer a remaster than a remake, Bruce? You could play
Yes,
it
I
on
want them to
backwards
use the
compatible.
current technology
Only on
to
Xbox.
full extent.
On
Now, what's the
Xbox,
budget
you
of
can play
something
it.
like this?
What's what?
What's the budget for something like this?
I don't know.
A lot of money.
Then why do they mention it has the same budget as Alan Wake and not tell you what the budget for Alan Wake?
Well,
2
I
is?
think Alan Wake 2 had a big budget. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Did it?
I think Alan Wake 2 had a big budget.
Don't they spend like $500 million on?
I think that's like
Grand Theft
a
Auto?
positive when the promotion fully funded by Rockstar Games budget as Alan Wake 2. So they know it's going to be quality because Alan Wake 2 was a success, I believe.
Yeah. So didn't they pay $500 million to make the last Grand Theft Auto? Why is that number in my head? Or am I wrong about that? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't remember.
Someone in the chat, Google it, please.
2025, baby.
Oh wait, let's end with this.
Look at this view.
Hold on a second.
Now, why do I know this name Steve Aoki? Who is he? Why does he get a cyber?
I think he's a YouTuber. I think he's a social media personality. I think.
He still.
I
had a-
don't. Look at this.
Truck. I just got a Cybertruck. Look at this view. It's crazy, man. I can't believe I bought this. It's actually the Cyber.
I was not on board in the Cybertruck at first. Now I personally wouldn't buy it because I can't afford such things.
Wow.
But it looks pretty cool. It's a Foundation series.
Yeah, I would never pay the markup for a Foundation series.
This is a Foundation series. I think it's the first 1,000 that they made. They call it the Foundation series. It's amazing.
Well, thank you. Spider-Man 2 is $350. Okay.
Look at that. Are you still getting one, Voltaire?
Yes, I'm getting one. As soon as Elon gives me puts me my name on the list, finally.
Well,
I'm gonna
that's
get
why
one.
he ignored you. He wants you to pay the markup for the Foundation.
I won't pay the Foundation series markup. I refuse to.
That's
But-
why he ignored you.
Yeah, I think you're right. You knew I would have paid that premium. The Foundation series is a cyber beast, which is the mega engine, which I think is unnecessary. And you pay $20,000 just to have that Foundation series thing on it. The one I buy will be like 50 grand less, but 40, 50 grand.
You
less.
can't go off road on it. That's the
Yes,
thing.
you can. You certainly can. Most
No, you
certainly.
can't.
Do you think ladies will like the Cybertruck?
No.
Yeah.
Lady
No.
Magnet?
Oh yeah. They will.
Oh, it'll be a gold digger magnet.
I'll
It'll
take-
be a gold digger magnet more
Listen,
than
man, I'm at the age where I need something to get those girls in their 20s.
jeez,
It's not that
dude.
easy anymore.
Okay, Max, let's just go to the next.
I'm going to get one. It's going to be black, and it's going to look like the Batmobile, everybody.
Oh, I'd like silver. I wouldn't like black.
Black. Matte black.
Does it come in black?
Yeah, well, you have to wrap it, actually.
Feels like you're driving a tank.
This is epic. Back wheels
A
come with
black
this.
tank.
Everything's so like
Look at that steering wheel. That is amazing.
you know. Yeah, this is pretty crazy, man. Cybertruck. The Cyber Beast.
What a loser. Go watch go watch what's his name? MBT, what's his name? The guy who does the best tech reviews on YouTube. What's his name again?
Well, to be fair, Voltaire, maybe next time I want to get to the mailbag.
Okay. No, I'm not saying now. Anybody who's interested, go watch his review of the Cybertruck. It's very good. Yeah, I know. I was only kidding, Finger Drive, but that's funny.
Can I bring this up before you go to the mailbag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what the hell is it? Oh, there we go. This is from either the writer or the producer of the Crow. We're not remaking the movie. We're readapting the book. My metaphor is that there's a Bela Lugosi Dracula and there's a Francis Ford Coppola Dracula. They use the same material, but you still got two entirely different films. This one's going to be closer to Taxi Driver or a John Woo film. And I think there's room for both of them. Part of the appeal of the Crow comics, after all, is that they can tell very different stories.
I don't even know what that means.
That means they're not. It's not a remake. They're readapting the original comic book.
Did anyone think it was a remake?
Yes, people have been calling it a remake.
Oh, really? But
Yes.
he doesn't even look like the other Crow based on the trailer at all.
No,
It doesn't look. It doesn't look like Sting remotely.
No, and it looks like Jared Leto Batman or Joker.
Well, let's do some mailbag until we get. We'll do like 20 minutes mailbag and then we'll end there.
20 minutes.
Bruce, as a comic book fan, does that statement? How does that make you feel?
Makes him feel good.
Well, it makes me feel. If you think of it from a writer coming on to a new series or taking over a character that other writers have written, it's just another interpretation by a different writer. That's all it is.
All right.
You know, I'm used to it. There have been so many different iterations of Spider-Man over the years done by different writers, X-Men. You know, there's not one set canon for most of these characters. They've been flipped upside down, reversed, killed. You know, you're used to different writers having different interpretations of these characters and stories. It happens. I don't know why movie fans don't get it, but it's just me.
Yeah.
All right. Jacob McKenzie from the mailbag. Thank you, Jacob. I know Jacob waits till the end. He wants to see his comments here. Max, thoughts on Leslie Headland on casting Daphne Keene as a Jedi in the Acolyte? I just want to see X-23 with a lightsaber in hand. This has to happen. That's an amazing comment. That makes me like Leslie Headland more. That she's a fan of her portrayal as X-23. Anyone else like that?
Yeah, she was great.
Jacob also says thoughts on Tim Burton. Says he is using stop motion animation to bring back classic effects into Beetlejuice 2. It needed to be back to basics, handmade quality. It re-energizes why I love making movies. I think that's why Michael Keaton on the press tour said he loved it so much too.
I'm excited about that. I didn't know he was doing that again. That's terrific.
Yes. Let's see if anyone else besides Jacob's in here. Oh, nobody bipolar. Chris, are the face huckers scarier than the xenomorph? You mean in the new trailer, Chris?
No,
or in general?
Like, who'd you rather fight?
Xenomorphs are scary, but I really don't like things like attaching my head.
I mean, I have a much easier time preventing that. Bruce, first stop.
What? I wasn't going to say anything.
I don't know. I really can't pick. That's a good question.
I don't know. Do you want something inserted in your mouth or you want death?
Look at
They basically
you could step on that thing, that face hugger. At least you'd have a shot. Whereas a xenomorph, forget it. All right, you're done.
Yeah.
Game over, man.
Well, not if it gets on your face.
You want some? You want some over here?
Well, then they insert something into your body and it bursts chest burster from the face hugger, right?
Yeah.
Chest.
That scene in Prometheus where she does the surgery on herself is fantastic. I love that part.
Yeah. So I guess I'll go with the xenomorph is scarier, but the face hugger's no slouch either. Like
one's in your house and you got to deal with it. Which one are you picking?
Well, the other thing is
a face hugger because I can close the door and run out the house.
And it's gonna
shoot the face hugger too.
And the face hugger, something's gonna burst out of your chest later too. That's like messed up.
If it gets you.
Yeah. All right. I guess it really goes down to who you have a better chance against. What is this?
Well.
Well, she's in costume for the review.
I want to hug your
Grace
face.
cosplay. Oh, Grace, great job.
Grace, good job.
Yeah. Isaac says thoughts on the Alien Romulus teaser trailer. I loved it. The best trailer of the day, I think, was Romulus. No, the Captain America trailer is my favorite. Then Romulus. CGH Entertainment. Max, thoughts on Jacob's next question?
That's a good one.
Okay, let's get to Jacob's next question. Thoughts on Adam Taylor Johnson says he wouldn't be playing Kraven if there wasn't something to really bring to life with his character. We've all had enough of seeing studios churning out stuff that dilutes wanting to go to the cinema. I think people are still going to be surprised by Kraven. That's the one Sony project.
Nothing to do with the paycheck. It was because the project just looked really great to him.
Yeah, nothing. You're right. Nothing to do with the paycheck. Well, you can't blame him for trying. What do you want him to say? It was all about the paycheck?
Well, no,
It's all about the paycheck. It's all about the money.
Well, you could say
he said, I believe him, Voltaire, when he says, I'm not going to do the project and there's something in it for me. Of course, he's doing it for a paycheck too.
No, I'm okay with that. I just don't like that he almost is implying that, the project was great or else I wouldn't have done it. You know what I mean?
Jacob says Max TV shows premiering in June 2024. Star Wars The Acolyte, House of the Dragon Season 2, The Bear Season 3, The Boys Season 4. That's going to be a great month.
Wow, that's a tremendous month. Wow, thank you. I didn't know that. Thank you, Jacob.
I honestly think that the movie theater is going to, it's going to be hard to compete with that.
I mean, you're at a thing where during the week, you're going to have at least 3 of those 4 shows to look forward to every week. That's terrific.
Yeah. Let me see here. Sydney Sweeney wants to work with Margot Robbie. I love Margot. I think she's absolutely incredible. I hope we get to work with her one day.
All right. Let's do a movie called Two Hot Blondes.
Yeah. I think Margot's in another caliber, and she's like, wait your turn, Sydney. I've been at this for how many years, and now I'm finally on top. Jacob says thoughts on Denis Villeneuve. Says he will only make Dune Messiah if it can be better than Dune Part 2. If we go back, it needs to be real. It needs to be relevant. If I ever do Dune Messiah, it's because it's going to be better than Part 2. Otherwise, I don't do it.
What, they haven't started working on it yet?
He says he almost has a script complete.
Wow.
But he's saying he's not going to do it if it's not better.
That would be a cool movie. Absolutely. Margot Robbie, she's got to be very selective about what she's going to do next. She must really kind of be stressing about, because can you imagine all the she has her choice of projects being thrown at her, but you know she's probably like stressing about it a bit.
Oh, here's my cousin Cloipus. What is your biggest hot take?
You didn't tell it around the Thanksgiving table and piss everybody off or something?
What?
You didn't tell it around the Thanksgiving table and piss everybody off?
No. I think my big hot take at the time was that Rian Johnson's trilogy was just a PR stunt. It was never going to happen.
That is a hot
take. I think even Bruce said I was right the other day.
About what?
Rian Johnson's trilogy. Because he signed on for something else to develop 2 movies that's not Star Wars right after Knives Out trilogy ends.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that. Oh, but he is busy. I don't blame him for the Knives Out. Netflix paid him an amazing sum of money to do those movies, but wow. God bless another project.
I don't know if I had any other. What's some of my most infamous hot takes? I don't know.
Andy Señor's a real creep.
I don't even care about Andy anymore. I think some of the ones that hot takes that made people the most upset as viewers were my James Gunn criticisms. That James Gunn needs to be, quieter on social media and just, some of his takes. But I'm still a fan of his. Thought maybe the hot take of about Kathy Kennedy still. I don't think she deserves
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I think it, I still think she should be gone based on her performance. Doesn't mean she's not. Everyone's like, well, she's the greatest producer of all time. Okay. Not the greatest producer of Star Wars. She's not. So,
And you got a lot of heat when you listed all the failed projects that she announced that never happened.
Anthony Beltry.
A lot of those weren't announced; they were rumored. That's why he got a lot of heat.
Anthony Beltry asks, Max, what's your opinion on Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan's secret film is set in the 30s Jim Crow South? Ooh, I didn't know this part. Are you serious? Whoa. Let me read this carefully so it doesn't get demonetized. I'm going to clip this out. The rumor about this project, this vampire project, I didn't know it was set in the 30s Jim Crow South, and is rumored to get vampires going to war against the KKK. Oh my goodness. That's going to get people talking.
That's not Blade.
No, that's what do we think of this rumor? That's interesting. That's sort of like, is that kind of like almost like Tarantino-esque, like Django Unchained or something similar type going? I don't know. What do you think? What's your initial thoughts there? I'm intrigued by that.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems.
Anthony's on board. 10 out of 10 movie right there. I love this premise.
People are going to love seeing vampires, take those guys out, but it seems like
not for nothing. Every movie set during that time had Jim Crow laws.
Yeah.
The last interview with a vampire, interview with a vampire series. It
But vampires
New
against
Orleans
that group, though, Bruce.
Oh my God. Interview with a Vampire, the TV show, is set during that period.
Okay.
In New Orleans.
I didn't see that show. Is it a good
I didn't
show?
know that show existed.
Luis is black, and he's Creole in that movie.
True Blood? Or are you talking about or Interview with a Vampire show?
Yeah, it's an Interview with a Vampire show on AMC.
Oh my gosh, I never
Very
heard of
sexual. It's great. It was all about how blacks were treated differently in the South and whites burning down their businesses. If you watch Interview with a Vampire, you'll get that. So it's nothing new.
Well, there you go. Not an original idea.
Nope.
Okay. I'm intrigued. I didn't know that part. That's intriguing. I think I trust the Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler. It's going to be something special. CGH Entertainment, if Fantastic Four flops, will Bob Iger cancel the sequel? No. You don't sign on Pedro Pascal and just give him one shot. Sorry. I don't think it's going to flop either, but even if it did flop, I think they're going to use him, and maybe they won't make a Fantastic Four, but they'll have him in Avengers movies or something. Fantastic. There's lots of things you could do with those characters. All right, let's do two or three more, and then we'll end the show. So Jacob McKenzie says, thoughts on the Acolyte showrunner Leslie Headland says there's plans for a season 2 already. Season 1 doesn't end on an emotional cliffhanger, was pitched as a multi-season show. That's great. I want more seasons. I hope it's good. Eagerly anticipating the show this year. Jacob says, thoughts on James Cameron, Ridley Scott have seen Alien Romulus and love the film. It's also fascinating because their notes and comments were completely different. I trust Ridley Scott more than I do James Cameron when he sees a project. Ridley Scott will tell you if he doesn't like it. James Cameron will do the status quo of like, oh yeah, it's a great Terminator movie. Go see it. This one's really good. He did that 3 times. Ridley Scott is notoriously doesn't give an F. He just says whatever he wants to say. That's, I love them both. Who here agrees with that? I've seen Ridley Scott in some interviews. He kind of like,
yeah, he seems like a grumpy old man. But what are your examples of James Cameron doing that? The opposite.
James Cameron promoting all the Terminator projects.
Oh wow.
Oh, this one's really good. Consistently for all of them because he still made some money on it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I really like this one. I approve.
Genesis was an amazing film.
Yeah, he did. He said that.
Oh my God.
He said not the exact words, but he was giving that props too. Yeah.
Good golly.
Let me see what else. Oh, I wanted to cover this one because
I think CJH has a comment of the night. What do you think of Jacob's next comment?
Yes, I think it was great, CJH. Jacob McKenzie, thoughts on Jake Gyllenhaal says it'd be an honor playing Batman in the James Gunn's DCU. Of course, it would be an honor always. Those type of things, those roles are classics.
Yes, actor begging for a role. Yes,
yeah, sure. When's
That's
that
begging.
Roadhouse coming out?
That's what they all been doing last couple of weeks. I want to be this character in DC. I want to be this character.
What do you think about Jake Gyllenhaal as Bruce Wayne?
He's too old.
You're a real ageist.
He's not too old. He's only like mid-30s.
What? No, he's not.
Or maybe he's as old as me. I don't know. Let me see.
I'm curious now.
Oh, he's a year older than me.
Yeah,
I'm not too old for Batman. Look how quick Anthony Beltry is. He's in great shape, right? He's in Roadhouse. This
But
Batman
he's
is
too old
supposed
for
to
the
be
role.
older, Bruce. This Batman's supposed to be older, Bruce.
Yes,
Bruce
because that's what James Gunn said. That's what everybody speaking for James Gunn. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
I mean, it depends on what variation, what year Batman's going to be for James Gunn's universe, right?
Yes, if he's going early, Superman and Batman are close in age.
Yeah. So if I was James Gunn, though,
Read a comic.
yeah, read a comic, yeah, of course. If I was James Gunn, though, having Batman and Superman close to the same age, I think he's going to go around the same age range as either New 52 or All Star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both going to be in their early 30s.
Yeah.
Damien's probably going to be 10, 11 years old. And yes, you can have a kid at 21. Jeez.
Mind you, in the comics, Damien was born with was done without consent.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a horrible taking advantage of by a beautiful woman. Terrible.
All right, we'll do one more and then we'll end.
Yes.
Max, thoughts on Fede Alvarez confirms Alien Romulus is not a standalone film, but rather connects to other films in the Alien franchise. I love all those movies. I didn't want to admit or ignore any of them. That's great news for people that are concerned, you know. I'm on board with that. I watched an interview with Fede Alvarez. He seems like a really good, you know, the way he carried himself, just based on the interview, I have a lot of confidence that's going to be a good movie. I don't really know his other projects. I just go by my friends and movie talk, so he's a good director. I think he's done horror before. So go check out Taladia.
No.
Yes.
Oh, I apologize, Taladia. Were we supposed to do MME International Day?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow though, if you're down. Tomorrow.
I don't know if I could do it for tomorrow. I have to go.
Max is horrible.
I have to go to Home Depot tomorrow, get the paint for the basement.
How about Friday then?
Friday,
There
I
you
work
go.
till 9 p.m.
There you go, Voltaire.
I never heard of that. Wow.
What about
It was a
what
big,
about
it was
if
a
we
big
make-
hit.
If we make MMA International, combine it with MME members night.
All right, we could try that. Yeah, that'd be nice.
As long as it's
Go
not
go.
hectic.
Yeah, go support Taladia. Go subscribe to him.
Thank you. Taladia Plays on YouTube.
Yeah, and go support Bruce. And we're on X now too. We have just as many viewers on X. So go support this man on X and on YouTube. And go check out his recent trailer reactions with El Necron and Brian and Chris.
Yes.
And then soon
What a
be doing
motley crew that I had there.
He'll have a reaction video with me soon when there's DC stuff.
Sure.
Yes.
And we're going to let Taladia take us out because he did a better job than Voltaire. No, I'm just kidding. I loved it, Taladia, but Voltaire is here.
First of all, I want to say to everybody, I apologize for what you were put through. I disavow it. I had nothing to do with it. And good night and good luck, everyone.
The